Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you all enjoyed your 8 Frogcast-free days, because now that is over. You have returned to the age of streams, and I'm going to be playing some Elden Ring, because, I've been thinking about it all week. All I've wanted to do is jump about as Pyre, and just go.
Jump up, jump up.
And also, it's been a year of affiliates, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyway, hi everybody on the stream, being Bree and Kath and Charles and Kian.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. And hello to everybody in the chat. In the Twitch chat, which is, well, Kath and Bree. Thank you very much for the 13 months, Bree. And thank you for the gift sub to Kath. And Lolza and Charles. And thank you for the gift sub, Lolza. And Harpy, hello, and hi Marsky, and hey Lulu, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. You have a kebab in hand? Maybe I'll get a kebab. And hi to Marsky, and hello to No Superman.
A pleasant trip.
And Carrie Faye, thank you so much for the follow. I think we just followed each other on Twitter, so good to see you. And Rubes, hello.
Follow for follow.
Hi. No, we're trans.
That one makes more sense.
It's not F for F, it's T for T.
Yeah.
T for T.
And Mandy's here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hey everybody. I hope you're all doing very well. Thank you very much for the gift sub. And thank you for the second gift sub. Oh my god, Mandy. Thank you very much.
Starting the year off well.
Yeah, year 2. Year 2 of affiliate. It's weird having dates, because technically this is my second year streaming, because I started in 2021. technically also I started streaming in February of 2021, so January would still have been part of year 1. And also I get to affiliate in April, so everything March and before was year 1, and we're now in year 2.
Numbers are fake. It's fine.
And it was my birthday partway through. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Thank you very much for the gift subs. That's very kind of you.
Yes, and thank you for supporting Cass.
Yes.
We
were
means
gonna
a lot
look.
to all of us.
We're gonna look at the remembrance and
Access granted.
Lolza
When you
subscribed.
disobey orders and continue supporting your friends.
You didn't gift a sub there, Lolza. That's fine. You're allowed to subscribe. Especially if you post a Corone. Corone? The dog girl. Yeah. Ikumbokum.
Doggy.
And hi to Stein. Welcome.
Hiya, buddy.
And yes,
It's
and
Mona.
Mona as well. Hello. It's so nice seeing all of you again. It's been been
especially Mona. I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Yeah, hello. I hope everybody's having a nice time. Let's look at the stuff we can get from the Remembrance of Rickard. We can get the Blasphemous Blade, Sacred Sword of Rickard, Lord of Blasphemy. Remains of the countless heroes he has devoured writhe upon the surface of this blade. Now they share the same blood, bound together as family. Some HP is restored upon defeating an enemy. Sword of the Evil Eye.
Yeah. What's its stats? Like, what's the stat requirements? It needs strength and faith.
Interesting.
What's that next to it? I thought it was a
Rickard's
pumpkin.
Rancor. Pumpkin, no, it's Malakili's Beast from Return of the Jedi.
It's a skeleton.
Releases searing spirits that repeatedly explode after delay. These spirits manifest from the rancor of heroes who met a violent end. The Lord granted them an audience, whereupon they were welcomed by the Maw of the Great Serpent, and within the Serpent's bowels they became the Lord's kin. 40 int! Oh! I'm not smart. Oh, my message is surprised. Neat.
Because people are playing on Xbox once.
Yeah.
Raising your messages.
Let's see if you can find any of them.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Sven, you don't need help.
Oh.
You got the only person you need to help yourself. You're mimicked here.
Yeah. So I believe we just came back here to look at the remembrances, right? I don't think we can upgrade anything else.
Basically, you did a thing and you were like, I'm gonna end off here.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice, neutral place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was there no other reason?
I don't think so. I think, yeah, we're good.
You wanted to check on people, that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because so what happened in the last stream? You defeated Rykard, right?
Yeah.
Rykard.
Riker. Yeah.
Riker.
Grove.
Yes. And now we're just hanging out, you know? Ooh, good luck, No Superman. I know how hard writer's block can be. I wish you the best. Let's go fight this big bird again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been playing Dark Souls on my Switch, so I don't know. Get ready for me to think this game is slower than it is.
It's like training with weights on, you know?
Yeah,
the weights off.
now taking off my weighted vest.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, but, like, if all of your limbs were then replaced around in the opposite ways.
Yeah, like Popka from Dragon Ball.
Cool.
Who's Dragon Ball?
Dr. Dragon Ball makes GTA Online race maps.
Oh. That's great.
What the hell? What the hell?
What?
Oh! Oh, it's coming!
Oh lord, it's coming.
Oh, it's in a skull. Oh.
Are these wheel skeletons?
What are they called in Skeletals? What are they called in Zelda?
Skeltulas?
No, the skeleton horses. They come out at night.
Skeleton horses.
Stal
you.
horses?
Stalfos?
Stalfos, yeah.
Snelleton! Yeah, Harpy's got it.
Snelleton is good. Yeah, in Zelda games, anything that has the prefix Stal is a skeleton thing.
Deathbird!
Deathbird.
Oh, yep. Definitely in Dark Souls mode.
This song is fucked up.
Alright, let's go, let's go. Let's go, bring it, you bird with a stick. I can't even take you seriously. Oh! Oh! Ah!
Oh.
Ah! Ah! Please, please, please! My bones! My bones! Okay, I take it a little more seriously now.
Can birds?
Hi, Selk. Yeah, this bird should. Though it is bones.
Can bones bleed?
Oh, yes. Here we go. Ah! Ow, ow, ow! Oh, it's got the death. It's got the death. Oh! It's got the death root or whatever. Death plate? Oh.
Heck.
We're good, we're good, we're good. The bone zone. Hang on. So happy 420, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
You gotta blaze it with your blood blade of fire blood.
Nice.
Blood blaze.
Oh.
Hot blood.
Hot blood. Yeah!
There we go. Good
Nice
job.
done.
Easy.
I'm back.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to like come back into the stream, get yourself all warmed up.
What was this talisman I got? Or it was a shield, because it said shield on it.
Yeah. It is a real shield.
Shield featuring a vividly painted twin bird. The twin bird is said to be the envoy of an outer god and mother of the death birds. At dwindling levels of HP, the shield slightly boosts both attack and defense. Both the twinned red and blue tear stone shield.
Ah.
I believe you are a frog-flavored cracker because Polly wants that real.
Excuse me?
That's so
Read
funny.
things before I say them out loud.
I'm putting that one on the fridge.
Who's this Polly?
There we go. Okay. Should we see what's at the base of the minor Erd tree?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I should probably go to a, hang on. Yeah, I should go to a site of grace though. Friend!
Yeah, you can easily get down from this place.
Alright.
I've got a special hand position for this one.
I don't even remember what that was from.
You don't need to know.
I think I love
that's what makes quotes funnier.
Yeah, like half of these quotes will not make sense to us after a certain amount of time.
Sorry, there's a plane taking off in my in my programming.
Your backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a Charles quote.
That is something I would say.
What would the generator be from? It's like a bunch of little dudes.
They're just chilling.
And a guy.
You ever go to
the big dude?
You ever go to the park with your friends and just sit on the grass and chill?
Yeah, on
My
420.
entire teen life, yes.
And then that's how you work out.
You get real high.
That's how you work out that you have a grass allergy, and then you end up with a rash on your legs.
Love it, love it.
Your experiences aren't universal there, I'm sorry.
See, this is the thing. That's not my experience.
That was my experience. This is my life.
I just know many people who that is their experience. Is the and now I can add you into that list.
I'm the one.
You're allergic to grass?
I'm not allergic to grass. I have heavy hay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because we've sat on grass before.
Yeah.
Go sit on grass. You get offended when people say go touch grass, Kian. You're like, no, please.
I can't.
Oh, the Twiggy cracked here.
Twiggy.
Yo, Twig Corn, where you at? What class am I playing? I started as Warrior Shane, but now I'm running around in Blythe's armor set using the Darth Maul sword with a few faith spells, and I'm gay.
Incantations.
Not related.
What? Yeah. That's part of my build. Marry,
kiss
baby.
women, get power from it. That's the nice thing about being non-binary, is that regardless of the gender of the other person, we are both gay in that moment. What was it? So the Twiggy cracked tier.
I thought you were gonna say the Twink cracked tier.
The Twink cracked tier is it gives you a temporary sacrificial twig. Yeah, it's really useful.
Don't tell my mum, she'll burst out laughing. And what was the other one I got? The winged one?
Was it that one?
What was it?
I don't know. You clicked off it before I saw.
I was gonna say the twig one, but that was just like that.
Oh well.
Yeah, but what people do is they combine the twig one with the exploding one.
Oh, I see.
You make homeward boom.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
The explosion doesn't kill you necessarily, but it will lower your health significantly. And the twig buff lasts longer than it makes you think it will, based on the description.
Yeah, that's like 5 minutes or something crazy.
Yeah.
No! Oh, they're trying.
They really, really did try.
Oh, right, yeah.
What?
Oh.
That's the AFK farming area.
Oh.
Rubes?
What?
Yeah, Rubes, maybe tone it down like 10%.
I left for a second to turn on my light, and this is what I come back to.
So we gotta get hi Sora. We gotta get to the rolled route.
The rolled route.
Oh, we can try this hero's grave again. Where are the other heroes' graves?
There's one right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
A few.
You remember that big fog gate that required some keys to get through?
No.
Right at the start. So
that was over 2 months ago, Charles.
So before you go out and see Vare, the bit just before that where the tutorial is, if you go back to the Stranded Graveyard, well, the first step.
I don't remember. Did you do the one in Mount Gilmere?
I've done none of them.
Okay.
Well then. Yeah. So the other one you got there, by the way, was the Winged Crystal tier.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
That was
gives
right.
you 350% max equip load, which is pretty good. It's like a temporary Havel ring, essentially.
I'm curious as to what. I'm curious as to what that would be good for. Because, I mean, yeah, no, but like, so you would drink it, equip stuff, and then when the effect runs out, unequip your stuff in the middle of a fight?
Yeah. Maybe it's like it's just for a boss fight, right? Because it would last like a while, like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But also,
You
it would
drink it
take you from
beforehand.
mid-rolling to light rolling, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, horses.
Pretty consistently.
Yes.
So you give you a little bit of a
Whoa.
speed bonus.
I
Cass,
guess,
what
yeah.
are we naming the sub baby?
Geese? Goose? We call it goose.
Goosey goosey.
What are you naming the sub baby? Goose?
Goose?
Goose baby?
Goose.
I know a way to induce labor.
If
Oh yeah.
we
What-
could call them goose, so we can call them goop.
Goo.
Speaking of goop.
Oh yeah. Damn.
What's up with goop?
All right. Firewalk with me time.
What about Gwinkle?
Gwinkle.
Gwinkle.
Ah, Gwinkle. Oh!
Oh.
Oh, we're good.
Oh.
So this is just how all of them go, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goop.
But this is probably the easiest one because it's right at the start of the game.
Uh-huh.
If it hits me, is it still a kill?
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yeah, basically, if any part of its hitbox intersects with you, you will die, including
Even
the
if you
spikes
walk
on its
into it.
wheels. Yeah, even if you choose to walk into it.
Yeah. Even if it's gooping.
Unless
Someone-
you have like maximum shit.
Maximum
The
goop.
I think they might have changed it in the most recent patch, but I'm not encouraging you to
Ow.
check it out. If
Was that a ghost that just shot me?
I read one person saying that you can take a hit and not die, but I don't know that for definite.
Oh my god.
Hey, look!
Oh yeah.
Hey, nice.
There you go.
Ow! Fuck off!
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
so they've changed it, so now it just does a fuck ton of damage rather than it just being an insta kill.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I wish
before,
so.
before it was just literally you touched it and it instantly killed you, no matter
That's-
what.
I'm so annoyed that they changed it.
Why? It
bad.
sucks.
This
I know,
feels
no.
better.
Yeah.
No, it's just, you
It
know,
smells
no,
good.
no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that they've changed it. I'm glad for people like you, Cass, who are only coming to this now. But I'm just annoyed that they changed it rather than it just being this is the way it was from the start.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm also a bit mad about the colossal
Ah!
weapons being buffed when I just finished the game.
Yeah,
But that-
yeah. It's like that level of annoyance. Not like,
Yeah.
you know, it's ultimately it's a good change.
You didn't beat Radon when he was difficult.
I did.
Yeah.
I did it
Wait.
before the patch.
I didn't.
I didn't.
But then they haven't they like rebuffed him again?
Yeah.
So they
In
kept some
different
of his,
ways.
Mhm.
yeah, they kept some of his nerf and then like rebuffed him. Yeah, in other ways. So you can either go up or down here.
Got options.
Wonder if the physic would save you from a hit. Before.
It might, I imagine
Oh
it
my
might
god.
now.
Visions. Visions of fucking undead chariot.
I think before it literally the chariot didn't do damage; it just applied a kill volume on it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I can imagine if you have low vigor, you will still die if you're one of those people
Yeah.
who's like,
Do we?
do not ask a woman her age, do not ask a man his salary, do not ask an int player what their vigor is.
What's it? Did we mention how if you picked the gift of the Tombstone sword keys, you could do this immediately?
Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine this being the very first thing you did in this
Yeah.
game?
The insta-kill chariot running you over repeatedly.
And like, imagine if this was your very first FromSoft game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this was the first thing you did,
Imagine.
and you were just like, "Oh man, everybody talks about these games being hard, so you know this is." I guess this is what they meant.
Imagine if
That
your
was
very
Silbury,
first.
it's wild.
Imagine if your very first FromSoft game was was Dark Souls, and you just went up towards the catacombs and were killed by skeletons over and over.
Yeah.
What'd I
That
just
was
get?
is a weapon. It's a casting
catalyst.
There you go.
There it is.
Button 3.
Use
Ah,
it.
fun. Yeah, but it's not as good as my current one.
Well, it scales with arcane.
And it increases dragon abilities.
Yes.
I gotta equip some dragon abilities.
Okay, actually check if it's better though. Look at the numbers. Okay. Oh no, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is better.
Despite you upgrading the Hallmark seal to plus 18,
bullshit.
The Dragon Venus seal is better for you.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you upgrade it, it's going to be even better.
Yeah.
So the thing that's kind of fucked up actually about them changing this is that like this is way more of a puzzle when it killed you instantly, whereas now you can kind of brute force it by just letting it run you over, like taking the hit.
But it also makes for better stream content.
Oh yeah, like you're not gonna spend hours repeatedly.
I was fuming with anger on one of these. Not this one.
Was it
this
the Lanedale one?
Was it the Lanedale one? No.
Hero's Grave or whatever?
It was the Mount Gelmir. These are all Hero's Grave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the archetype.
Yeah. No, it was the one in Mount Gelmir that pissed me the fuck off. Because I solved it, and then the game killed me anyway.
Wow.
Multiple times.
Yeah, these ghosty boys are annoying.
Ghosty boys!
Ghosty boys. Alright, I should order some food now. I'm starting to get hungry.
Charles, order some food.
What are we eating?
Well, the idea of a kebab was enticing
floated.
you.
Yeah.
I had pizza, so I'm good.
I had pizza from Domino's.
I had homemade pizza from this house.
Home. Alright, first boss time. Let's go. Oh, what the hell?
It's ulcerated tree spirit.
I know them.
You already beat the death.
We went to college together. I mean of the game.
Oh, right.
Like in the hypothetical scenario where some first-time player persevered through the hero's chariot and then got to this.
You can definitely see that it's scaled to be an earlier game boss, though, by how much damage Cass is doing.
Yeah. If you were fighting this with a +0 weapon, it would probably be a real bastard.
It's Oleg!
Oleg!
From Saints Row 3.
Oleg.
Oleg, Oleg, Oleg.
Ooh,
there is more to
that sounds very nice, Abby.
There is more to see in this place, so...
okay.
Although it might be worth going back to the start and coming down again, I guess, but...
What does everyone else think?
I don't know.
I'd stay and just go back. In my personal opinion.
Sorry, what was
Pylo! Should I take the warp back, or should I walk up to get the other thing here?
Either or, I think.
I've never done this.
Up to you.
Path is the defining vote.
How many runes do you have? Is what I'll ask.
Nearly enough to level up.
Yeah. But not enough.
Some Oblivion crypt-ass music. So where do I go, Charles?
So, on the side here, yeah.
Look down over the edge.
Ah.
See that note there? It was probably someone telling you, try down. Yeah, look, you tanked the damage. Yeah, you can survive this.
Didn't take any damage. Oh! It's a weird little limp.
Limpy boy.
Oh yeah, the Pyre lore. Pyre and the Ulcerated Tree Spirit went to college together.
Good Pylo.
True.
I put it in the document.
Not only am I ordering food, we also have groceries arriving in half an hour to 90 minutes.
Woohoo!
Pay frog coins to have it arrive sooner.
So,
watch out!
So does that mean the Ulcerated Tree Spirit is Pyre's equivalent of Forlorn?
Oh my god, yeah. Annoying in a different way.
Now, if only you had a bow, you could shoot it to deactivate.
Oh, fun.
Or you can just smack it.
Some sort of Zelda puzzle.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So the reason why Kian is saying this is because last time I played with her, I was doing a dungeon which has one of these in it, and I ran on ahead doing it like a puzzle, and I was going to smack it. But her and Bree were both like, "Okay, let's hang back and we'll shoot it with an arrow." But I'd already run on ahead, and then I died. Yes, because I refuse to use a bow to do any puzzle in this game.
Wow. Unless they give you a plus 10 one, like in the Dark Souls 2 DLC.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah. So if when the shopping arrives, I will
Get it.
I will be getting it and putting it away.
You know how to
Sounds
organize
rough.
that.
Yeah, I've seen Cass do it a million times. It's one of those things that is kind of like a one-person job, because as soon as you start trying to like both put things away in our tiny kitchen, it becomes a bit of a slog.
It's one of these bitches.
Ah.
These guys are weak to healing, I believe.
Yes, I've read that too. Well,
Yeah.
good ship.
I've never done it. I just know it's a thing you could do.
A tree's favor, nice.
Very good. That was a talisman. Also, there's another one.
There's two.
They missed me, it's fine.
Imagine this was your first dungeon of the game, and you had to fight two of the
Yeah.
guys that kill you in the tutorial.
Is that where you got your kebab from, Rubes? Because German doner kebabs is pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. What if I have to fight 3?
No, it's just
Nah.
two.
You just look down.
Yeah, but
Are you
also you should equip that.
Their feet.
That's feet, that's not rump.
That's not rump.
So you can. The
Where's the
talisman
feet?
is a.
Oh!
Trees,
Favor
sort of-
and protection.
yeah, a talisman of favor and protection.
Some kind of fap ring.
No!
It doesn't, but it doesn't break when you take it off.
Ah.
It's very good. I've been using it pretty consistently.
Nice.
Sora?
Look how long my bar is.
What in it?
I don't think I was here when it was happening last time, but my laptop keyboard keeps pressing the slash button. Sometimes if I press specific buttons like QX, CV, M, full stop, comma, sometimes it just presses itself. It's very much a hardware issue because it's 6 years old and barely functional. Sometimes I can temporarily fix it with percussive maintenance, but right after I gifted the subs I smacked it and it turned off, and it's taken like 15 minutes to type this while mashing. Oh, Mandy, I'm so sorry.
Mashing
Can you
backspace to get rid
open
of all the slashes.
Can you open the Twitch app on your phone and type there instead?
Just put it in
You should look
chat
down,
only
Cass.
Yeah.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So, this place just takes me to the bottom of the Erd tree?
It's like the Historical Society in Silent Hill 2.
mode. Yeah, just keep going down.
I don't get that one. They go down?
Yeah, you go down.
This corpse in this hole? This pyre for this hole?
This one? This way?
Yep.
Yep.
It may look a bit foggy, but there's
Ooh.
water. This corpse? This hole? Let me solo her.
No,
I have
no,
to go
please,
now.
please,
My
no!
planet needs me.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh no, there's more of them!
I wonder if there's a lift.
Oh, hey, Dragon Cat Man, welcome to the stream!
Yeah, Elden Ring. And...
Elden Ring in.
This is just like Bloodborne.
Let's open up another window and start doing my kebab order.
We can vote frog coins on what you should have on your kebab.
No.
Oh, sorry, is that 10,000 votes for the spiciest spicy sauce?
Horsey
I think
sauce?
Cass would try.
I got
That's
the
like
horsey
spicy
sauce.
food.
Oh, I got a stone sword key. This was all worth it.
Yep.
Nothing else in here that was worth it.
Oh, Cass, don't. Okay. If you'd have fallen off, I would have been very upset.
Uh-huh.
Is there more stuff to do up here?
Yeah.
So,
Look around. Have a look.
look up, down.
Up, down?
There's a bunch of notes there. You should read them.
What do they say? Lie or head?
2 up.
Down more.
Oh.
Little too up.
Oh. I see.
Balls? What is that?
Yeah, the balls.
They're balls.
I'm gonna assume that based on the questions you're asking, Kath, you didn't do this.
I did not.
Any bow will do.
I don't think I've done any of these. I missed them all. Oh.
Oh, timing wrong.
Oh, I gotta hit that as well?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta time it. Oh. No.
Nope.
Maybe when it turns around.
One more shot.
Like now.
Aw.
Fuck. Well,
Oh well. I mean, at least in the interim, like, they've made it easier.
Do I get
This-
anything good?
You get a bow.
Oh, then I don't care.
You get a bow,
Bye.
and the chariot disappears from this place forever.
Ah, good. What if I never come back?
I mean, that's
Uh-huh.
that's also valid.
yeah.
Basically the same thing.
Ooh, that's what the
Yeah.
icon looks like. Cool.
There are ways to destroy the chariots.
Mmm.
Is the important thing to learn there.
Mmm. Cool. Thank you.
But obviously, it's not necessary. Like, because I didn't. Because I didn't realize that you could shoot those things down.
Well, it's not necessary in that hero's grave.
Okay.
Water.
Oh, I can't level up yet.
Sippy sippy.
Big sippy. You happy to have your sippies back, Kath?
Yeah. I love my sippies.
I love Fare's note that he left behind.
It says fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Seek the
No
Rose Church,
bitches?
west of Gate Town,
Gay Town.
which we already went to, right?
Yeah, have you done it since he's been there?
Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah, didn't he give you a bunch of things to invade people with?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
done
he
any
said to go invade some
invasions
people, and then
with
I'll
your-
come back to me.
with your great Xbox player
Yeah, I tried.
Listen, it could happen.
base? It could happen. Hey, what? All right.
I find that Leonia of the Lakes is a good place to go because it feels like people of all levels seem to be there.
Yeah, because hey, the guy who gives you the invasion fingers is there, and
Oh.
lots of people are doing it for the quest line. And also, it's a fun fight club to be doing it in front of the Crab Shack.
Crab
Crab
Shack.
shack. It's a little crab shack.
Attempting.
No one is online.
Yeah, it doesn't use the thing unless you actually successfully invade, so don't you worry.
So apparently they made the online more stable, right?
That's good.
But I tried it today and I got disconnected immediately.
Oh,
No, just
Sad.
hoping that if I get Kian to help me in the future, she will have
what
better
about me?
luck. And Bree.
Alright. I'm gonna
Maybe
get
me.
some.
I
I'm
can
gonna
help.
get kebab and some chili cheese bites.
Ooh.
Ooh. Are you just ordering from some random kebab shop off of
From
Just
German
Eat?
doner kebab.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we had one local.
Doxed.
There's only 2 of them in the whole world.
They're either in Paris or the factory in which they were originally made. Yeah, we might be in Aylesbury, barking.
Please
baking
stop.
stone.
Too close for comfort.
What was this? Why did I mark that?
How does it feel to be back streaming, Cass?
It's nice. I like seeing everyone and hearing from you and keeping my friends hostage so they can hang out with me. Have to hang out with me.
As though we weren't doing it beforehand.
As if we'd never hang out with you any other way.
Yeah.
This is the only time we ever see these people.
Mm-hmm. This game feels so lonely on Xbox.
It's a lonely world.
Yeah, because the thing is, there will always be the phantoms running around because they're, you know, they're like, yeah, they get stored.
Yeah, and there's
Sometimes
at
you
least
end up
two
seeing
other
the same
people
one.
playing.
Yeah, they're both on that lift.
Wow. Where did I mark this?
Is it the crone that's at the end of the bridge?
Oh, it's happening.
I think it was this this beetle.
Sorry, where are you?
Or that wasn't a beetle.
Cass, you're invading!
What?
Yeah.
It said invading another world.
No! No!
Oh my gosh.
Mwah! The timing for that is mwah. I'm pretty sure you marked it. You marked it because that's where you encountered an NPC.
But I marked those with like a little wiggly, like a little dancey
You
dance.
marked it with a skull because
It's a diamond. It's a gem.
Oh, it's a gem.
Oh, I don't know. What does your gem markers indicate?
I don't know. Treasure?
Because that was where what's it? Dialos found the girl who was dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did Cass see that?
No.
Oh,
Hey,
whoops.
you did it. Also, you didn't pick up your runes.
I'll get him. I can get him in this world, right?
Yes, I think so.
Hmm. But if you die in this world, you die in real life. Wait, no. You lose your runes in real life.
Maybe I should get a sacrificial twig on.
Get your twig on. Get your twig on.
What? Well, somebody tell me the definitive answer. James!
James!
Defeat James.
So you can see where he is on your compass. And your runes are not here on the map, so...
Yeah. What? Do I look like your girlfriend or something?
James, honey.
You look just like Mary. You could be her twin.
He's looking away. Bloody finger, the Unforgiven has invaded. Oh, they've seen me.
Uh-oh.
Is that... Oh, hello.
Is that that looks like their friend there.
Yeah.
That's Pumpkinhead back again.
Wait for the invader and
Yep.
just double team them.
Oh, you can damage each other.
Yeah, I know, I've done it before. Ow! Madness! Oh my god, why is your name James?
Well, so congrats,
Oh, fuck!
No. Never mind. I was going to say, the good thing about the most recent patch is they nerfed the hell out of Madness, because Madness was busted good.
Ah.
And as you can tell, that Madness that you got hit by only filled like less than a quarter of your bar, when that probably would have been over half before.
Yeah. Yeah. They did something to bleed?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. So, they said that the bleed ticks were nerfed, and that
Oh, hey, Nez Classic.
it takes a lot more bleed to proc.
Mhm.
But
Okay. Was that a lie?
I don't know. People have been experiencing some weird things with bleed in this most recent patch.
So, with bosses that specifically have phase 2s, if you use bleed on them before their phase 2 starts, their phase 2 will start with them constantly losing health until they die.
Oh. Oh
Sounds a bit
dear.
busted.
Yeah, just a little bit. Could I
That's pretty
have
fucked.
a hint on how to get to the rolled road or whatever?
Go back to the city.
Okay,
You can
yeah.
get through the city.
Is there a marker?
Yeah, but it's
It's not necessarily the clearest
Yeah.
thing because obviously
Yeah.
Lane Dell is a bit
Wibbly wobbly.
convoluted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like through here.
Yeah, so you have to go inside this.
Big door.
The break was very nice. Thank you for asking. I hope you've enjoyed your time without me.
I like the username Nez Classic. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
like the mini console. I think that's funny.
little viewer.
You know, I'm sad. I feel kind of bad to say it, but like, there's part of me that's like unsure if I would get an N64 Classic or not if they ever made one. Because I don't know, like I love that console to death, but like all the games that they would probably put on it like are either on NSO or I still own.
Yeah. But imagine how
and
cute it would be.
Would you not want it as a little collector's item?
yeah, exactly. That's the part of it that's like
Because you love having things.
As Cass is saying this, as you know, seeing we live together, and she's aware of how many things that I own.
Charles loves to own.
Called out by your girlfriend.
Yeah. It's fine. It's not like our house is like full of crap or anything. Like that, I have a whole bookshelf of stuff. Which I'd like a little round of applause for Charles. I finally unpacked the last 2 boxes.
Good
I don't know
job.
if you can hear me clapping, but I'm clapping.
Thank you. We've officially moved in.
Mm.
It's like in fucking what's it called? The Incredibles, where Mrs. Incredibles is like, I finally unpacked that last box or whatever.
Ah, Beast Blood. 3 of it. And an old fang.
Is Samus still bottom 2? Is that an N64 Smash by what you're talking about, Rubes?
Bottom 2 in N64 Smash is much better than bottom 2 in Ultimate. Yeah.
I thought Samus is like relatively high mid tier in Ultimate. I don't be wrong though.
I think that might be
Ultimate?
Dark Samus.
In Ultimate, I'm saying.
Okay.
I think Unfortunately, I think Dark Samus is strictly worse.
Oh, interesting. I was making a joke because I thought they'd be the same.
But her attacks, Dark Samus's attacks don't do flame damage. I don't know if that's a significant factor there. But also she has slightly different frames, I think.
And she has different spot dodges.
Yes, that's
Spock dodges.
Spot dodge, yeah. It's when Kirk tries to give you a kiss and you're like, not now.
Wait, we're in a mission, Captain.
So according to the Smash Bros. Wiki, the NTSC tier list for Smash 1, Samus is in position 8, which is in the C tier, which means she is 5th from the bottom. Well, the bottom of the bottom tier is Luigi.
No!
From best to worst, it goes Pikachu, Kirby,
Yay!
Captain Falcon, Fox, Yoshi, Jigglypuff, Mario, Samus, Donkey Kong, Ness, Link, Luigi.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Dark Samus has better roll than spot dodge, and a couple of her hitboxes are slightly larger. So minimally, Dark Samus is better.
Excellent.
It doesn't really matter though.
Yeah.
It's funny, like Samus. I guess Samus is probably like her best in. Do you think she's her best in Melee? She's very low tier in Brawl.
She's at the bottom of A tier in Ultimate. Is where people roughly.
Oh,
put her.
okay, so yeah, so she's better than she is in Brawl then. Because in Smash 4 she's bottom of D tier,
Oh no.
just below Robin.
Robin.
My kebab is on its way.
Yeah.
What are we
Cass
gonna
gets
watch
to
for
eat.
dinner?
More baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
I was gonna say come down with me, but we're not allowed to do
No.
that on Twitch.
I was.
I don't know if there's a short John Boy's video we got.
What John Boyd's videos have we not?
The 9-hour Victorious video.
Did
Yes.
we watch? Did we watch?
Did we watch
the,
Scoring Arithmetic?
I don't think we watched Scoregami.
It's
Did we
20
watch-
minutes, so it's slightly longer, but I think we should watch Scoregami.
Hang on. Did we watch the Olympics one?
No.
The Rat Poison and Brandy?
No.
The St. Louis Olympic Marathon?
No.
That one's also pretty good. I don't know.
How long's that?
That's 21 minutes.
Okay, so same as Scoregami. We talk about Scoregami more, so, you know, at least twice. And I think it's important to introduce everyone too, so. Would you please stagger or bleed or something?
I will gladly watch Scoregami, but I insist we watch the St. Louis Olympics next John Boy's break.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Got some more pie along.
that's possibly one of my favorites, just because of how ludicrous a scenario it was.
Yeah.
No.
Just like Fast and Furious.
The new Pyre law is, after 10,000 years, Pyre is free, and it's time to conquer Earth. All that can stop her is a group of teenagers with attitude and their giant robots.
Nice. What's that a reference to?
Yes, why is your VTuber just
Oh,
still?
that's a good question.
Oh no!
Well, I'm having to deal with this right now, so...
You're pogging.
Real excited about my kebab.
Frozen.
Go Pyre Rangers!
I see.
Woo, 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 woo.
What's that?
Why are you broke?
Dunno. Oh,
Ah,
Who broke you?
looks like I'm good now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be there was a perfumer around buffing people.
Oh.
Yeah, there they are.
See.
For a second, I thought when I read teenagers, I thought for some reason I thought of Sonic Underground. I don't know why.
they made a vow their mother would be found.
Indeed, they did. So
Charles was asking me about the finer points of Sonic Underground lore the other day.
literally, I don't know what time it was, but I just out of the blue, first thing I messaged Kian on the 18th was, they say their mother will be found, but did they actually find her? No context. Like, we had not talked about Sonic Underground recently. I just saw a video about it on TikTok and was immediately like, I know Kian will immediately understand if I just ask her this question, no context given.
Yeah,
And just knows.
Oh no.
and as such, without skipping a beat, I said I replied back, no, series got cancelled before the planned finale.
Wow.
What's oh no, Cass?
My kebab is in the river.
What?
No!
Okay, it's gone out now.
Okay, just gotta dry it off. You know?
It's nearly here. Would you be able to go get that, Charles?
Yeah, sure. Well, that was fast.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Despite existing in a state of rest for well over a week, Pyro is quite tired and would like a nap or 2 or 12.
Damn, relatable.
Mood. How's the audio on the stream tonight, by the way? Because I turned a bunch of it down so it isn't super loud.
I wouldn't know.
Well,
It's
people
buffer.
who do. Audio good? Great.
All good.
I moved it into the yellow regions of OBS instead of the red.
Oh, yeah. It's probably good.
Only took 1 year of affiliate. I'm pogging again? I'm pogging with like the raised eyebrow. What the hell? What?
Oh my
I'm
god,
just
what
gonna-
is this?
That's weird. It's like whenever I take the focus off VTube Studio, I'm just gonna restart it.
Okay.
Pog in, podcast. Hell yeah.
Select an item. Wifey.
Wifey? What? There we go. It's very dark in here. Thank you.
Would you like me to get you a plate?
Yes, please.
Like anything else? Any sauces?
I think I'm good. Thanks. Alright, let's pull up the dinner entertainment.
Whoa.
You
It's
should
big, I'm
Double
sorry.
score.
give us the side stream.
Yep. Change windows.
Hello.
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 Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah.
Lozer asks if I ever start a podcast, can I do him a solid and name it Pog Frog Podcast? No,
That's too long.
I won't. Pyalor, why did she want an apple 12? Because without the structure of protect the lands from evil shit, she just cut loose for a week. Now she needs a break from staying up late with the gals.
But
Nice.
the gals.
The gals. That's...
Ow.
Alright. I'll wait for Charles to get back to start it. Thank you.
Gals.
And let me mute Elden Ring. Thank you. Would you like to know who the gals are? Finger maidens?
I would.
Are we finger maidens?
Not football, Mona, but football. You know?
Football.
No. No, my luck. The shopping will arrive any second now.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Let's learn about
In
score
the
gun.
NFL, a 1-0 score is impossible, right? You can't just score 1 point by itself. It's not mathematically achievable. 1-1 is an impossible score, so are 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 7-1, 6-1 is possible. Thanks to an obscure loophole in the NFL rulebook, a final score of 6-1 can technically happen. It would require a turn of events so staggeringly, stupidly unlikely that I'm almost positive it will never happen under current NFL rules, but because it's technically possible, a score of 6-1 is the crown jewel of score origami, a word I made up. It's the art of building final scores that...
Oh.
In the NFL, a 1-0 score of 6-1 can almost positive it will never happen under current NFL rules, but because it's technically possible, a score of 6-1 is the crown jewel of scoregami, a word I made up. It's the art of building final scores that have never happened before in NFL history. Even after a century of play and more than 15,000 games, this beautiful craft is still alive today.
Kitty!
This is the Scoregami board. Over the course of the next few minutes, we'll fill it with every single NFL score that has ever happened, but first, let's take a minute and survey the boundaries. The number of points scored by the winning team determines the column. The number of points scored by the losing team determines the row. So, for example, let's say a game ends with a score of 21-17. So that's here. 28-0, that's here. A 14-14 tie, that would be here. Now, the reason half the board is blacked out is that naturally the loser can't have more points than the winner. For example, you can win a game 17-14, you cannot win a game 14-17. Up here it gets a little bit messy because remember, you can't have a 1-1 tie, that's blacked out. You can't win 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, or 7-1, 6-1. Again, it really is possible, and I promise we will get to that. This chart stops at 73 because that's the highest number of points an NFL team has ever scored. Of course, there could be a 90-12 game or a 156-112 game. I mean, longtime viewers will remember the 222-0 college football game. And even if we're talking about a football game that ends like 4,000 to 3,000, it's beyond the limits of physics and human anatomy, yeah, but it's not against the rulebook, so it's technically in play. So I don't know about you, but the ideal football game I want to watch is a close game with a decent amount of scoring, like 27-21 or 31-28, you know, somewhere around there. Well, we start at the year 1922, the first year the NFL was called the NFL, and it looks like... From a fan's perspective, this is a disaster. Look at that top row that's covered in green. That means we've got a lot of shutout wins. Look at up there in the upper left-hand corner. That means we have a bunch of low-scoring games, 3-0 games, 0-0 games. If I were in charge of the NFL back then, I would have immediately canceled it. Look, the 0-0 score is lit up. Now what that little light doesn't tell you is that there were 5 0-0 games that season. Not just one. 51 games were shutouts. More than 2/3 of all games in 1922 were shutouts. I mean, surely it's not asking a lot to win a game in which A, both teams score double digits, and B, one team actually wins the game. Out of all 74 games, there are 2 that fit that description. 2! You know what, I have a lot of quit in me, and they clearly didn't, because they came back the next year and it was still terrible. Look everybody, there's even a 2-0 game. A safety was the only score of the game, and it wasn't just any safety, it was a ground rule safety. There was a fence in the end zone, and for some reason they decided that if the ball hit the fence, it would be a safety instead of a touchdown, and that's how we have the first 2-0 game in the history of the NFL. And we also have the only time a team ever scored exactly 4 points in a game. They did it naturally with 2 safeties. So what about this block over here? Will we ever see a 4-4 game with both teams scoring 2 safeties and tying? Well, alright, let's just imagine the NFL stays exactly like it has in the 21st century. Alright, stick with me here because the numbers are about to get really big, really fast. On average, a team scores a safety every 32 games, so the odds of scoring 2 in a game are about 1 in 1,000. The score has to stay at 4 points, so the offense has to be shut out. The odds of that are about 1 in 70. So for a team to finish with exactly 4 points is about 1 in 74,000. Now for this to happen to both teams in the same game, the odds of that would be 1 in about 5.5 billion. Of course, we're still not done because these odds only get us to the end of regulation. This overtime has to be scoreless, right? So the odds of a completely scoreless overtime are about 1 in 87, which means the probability of a 4-4 final score is about 1 in 471 billion games. There are 267 games in a season, so if NFL rules and behaviors never changed, we could expect to see one 4-4 game every 1.7 billion years. And hey, you know what? That's pretty good news, because we should have about 4 billion years before the surface of the Earth gets melted off by the heat of the sun, so there's plenty of time. That was sad. Let's keep it sad. In 1932, neither the Chicago Bears nor their opponent scored on offense until their 5th game. Through the first 16 quarters of the season, the Bears were outscored 2-0. Here's an article recapping their 3rd straight 0-0 game. Thousands of people knew the Bears opened their season with 2 scoreless ties, and they went, oh yeah, that sounds fun, and they went and bought a ticket and sat in the rain for hours and watched another scoreless tie, and then they went home. Who are these people? I don't understand these people. Okay, so this is my completely arbitrary idea of a quote-unquote good game. I like offense, so I like to watch a game in which both teams score at least 21 points. That's not a tall order, right? I mean, there were 75 games like that in 2015. There have been some peaks and valleys, but throughout most of NFL history, 20 or 30% of good games have fit into this category. Across the NFL's first 15 years of existence, there were 2 games in which both teams scored 21 points.
Theater.
2.
John Boy's is
But hey, if one-sided clobberings are your kind of deal, the early NFL just might be for you. The most well-known scorigami of all time may have been the 1940 NFL Championship, the precursor to the Super Bowl, in which the Bears beat Washington 73-0. Since then, there have been some 40-point shutout wins and some 50-burger shutout wins, but no team in the last 75 years has come even close to 73-0. Across the history of NFL scorigami, I see 3 major spikes. The first came in 1946, when the rival All-America Football Conference was founded. There were 24 scorigami that year, largely because there were twice as many games. After 4 seasons of the NFL and AAFC completely hating each other and losing money, the NFL absorbed the AAFC and took on a few of its teams, and that is why the AAFC teams are counted here. Now, by this point, we can see a pattern start to emerge. Of course, the 4 row and column are almost completely empty. Same story with 5 and 11. 15 and 18 are also pretty empty. Now this sort of demonstrates why scorigami is unique to football. The way scoring is structured in other sports, scoring 1 point at a time is pretty common. In baseball, you most commonly score 1 run at a time. In basketball, there are 1-point free throw shots all the time. In hockey and soccer, you can only score by 1, so mathematically, a score can only be interesting in terms of magnitude. It really is funny when, say, the Rangers beat the Orioles 30-3, but magnitude is basically the only way it can be funny. The NFL scoring arithmetic is far more awkward. Virtually all NFL scores are built with these 5 blocks: the 7-point touchdown and extra point, the 3-point field goal, the 6-point touchdown with no conversion, the 8-point touchdown and 2-point conversion, and the 2-point safety. There are no 1 blocks here. This is limiting, and the distribution of these scores make them even more limiting.
There is no way
Last
to
season
score
in
a
the
single
NFL, there
point
were more than
in football.
1,000 touchdowns, and there were a ton of field goals too. They were about 100
Meaning the
6-point
numbers are
touchdowns
silly.
thanks to a missed field goal or a missed 2-point conversion, but for scoregami purposes, this isn't really that valuable because a 6-pointer is really just 2 field goals. The 8-point touchdown is valuable for scoregami because 8 is a weird number, but there were only 45 to go around all season. Finally, there's everyone's favorite, the safety, of which there were only 16. The distribution here is wildly out of balance, and it's a big reason why scoregami is so special. For example, that's why 8 is so hard to get to. You can build 8 points in 4 different ways, but all of them range from rare to astronomically rare and near impossible. And that is why we only see the number 8 in the box score once or twice a year. But if you really want to get nimble like the other sports, you have to practice in the dark arts of scoregami. These 3 maneuvers are permitted by NFL rules, but a couple of them have never been used. Okay, you know what? Parental discretion is advised for this bit. Actually, grand parental discretion is advised for this bit. If you are under the age of 60, leave the room. First, there is the forfeit. If, for some reason, one team refuses to play, the other team officially wins 2-0. Why 2-0? I don't know. Of course, this can't be used as a building block. It's a prefab final score. Also, there are already a few 2-0 games on the books, so you can't make scoregami out of it. Still, it's there. Second, there's the defensive 2-point conversion. If there's a turnover on a 2-point conversion attempt, and the defense runs it back to the other end zone, they get 2 points. This is clunky, though, because it comes tethered to the 6-point touchdown the other team had to score in order to force this play in the first place. And third, there is the defensive 1-point safety. Now, some of you are thinking, wait, I saw this in college football one time, didn't I? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this, right?
We have an unusual ruling. The ball was blocked, point carried back into the end zone, and declared dead by the defense. That play results in a 1-point safety.
And yes, that was crazy, but ultimately that just results in a 7th point, which is nothing special in the world of scoregami. This is not that. I'm talking about something far, far stupider than that. And I promise we will get to it. Alright kids, we're back. In 1960, we see another huge increase in scoregami. The most obvious reason for this is the founding of the AFL, which featured 8 new teams that would eventually join the NFL. The second, sneakier reason is that unlike the NFL, the AFL allowed for the 2-point conversion. Over the next decade, AFL teams would score 80 2-pointers. Even one of those blips is enough to tip a highly conventional score into scoregami. And it works the other way too. In 1961, the Oilers and Bills were well on their way to a super conventional 28-17 game. There have been 62 NFL games with that score, but after Buffalo scored to cut the Houston lead to 21-16, they decided to go for the 2-pointer to get within a field goal. They failed. They were stuck at 16, and that's scoregami. Similar story here in 1964. The Raiders and Patriots have scored conventionally, and the Pats lead late, 35-34. Oakland scores a touchdown, but because they want to go up a clean 7 points, they go for 2, and they fail. Then Boston scores a touchdown, and they want to go up a clean 3 in the event of a field goal, so they go for 2. It's good. The Raiders do kick that field goal, and the game ends in a 43-43 tie. To this day, it's the highest scoring tie in NFL history. 2 years later, in '66, New York and Washington played the highest scoring NFL game of all time, 72-41. Pete Gogolak kicked for New York, his brother Charlie kicked for Washington. Together they kicked 14 extra points that day, and thanks to those points, this game still stands today as the greatest outlier in the history of NFL scoring. It's also thanks to really, really, really bad tackling. Oof. And finally, after nearly 50 years of existence, the NFL's concrete was beginning to set. The AFL and the NFL had merged, the Super Bowl became a fixture, and the 2-point conversion was done away with entirely. The league's popularity grew, and the art of scoregami began to die. In 1992, there was only one scoregami, the lowest number the NFL had ever seen. It sure didn't help things that the extra point had become essentially a formality. As the rules evolved, the kicking got better, and by the 50s, extra points were nearly automatic. In 1974, the goal was moved back, and PATs were slightly less automatic for a few years, and then they rebounded, and they became more automatic than ever. In 2015, the extra points were moved back to the 15-yard line, and even that only dipped the accuracy 4 or 5%, and in 2016, it's rebounding again. But in 1994, the NFL finally brought themselves to innovate. The NFL reintroduced the 2-point conversion, and in doing so, they saved the art of scoregami. This was the third great scoregami bump. In the years that followed, NFL teams created Scoregami not only by making
I love how he
two-point
talks about it like
conversions,
it's a
but by
real
missing
thing
them.
that he hasn't just
Week
made
1
up.
of the 2002 season, we saw one of the
Listen, the
strangest
institution of
endings to a game
Scoregami
in
has been
NFL
very
history.
important since 5 minutes ago when
The Chiefs
he
and the
invented
Browns
it.
are in a dogfight. Cleveland scores a touchdown to take a 36-31 lead. They go for 2 and they miss, instantly putting this game on Scoregami red alert. At this point in history, there are plenty of scores involving a 36 that have never happened. A few minutes later, Priest Holmes rushes for his 3rd touchdown of the 4th quarter, and the Chiefs miss their own 2-point conversion. It's 37-36. If this holds, it will be Scoregami. It doesn't hold. The Browns drive downfield and kick a field goal with 29 seconds remaining. It's 39-37. If this holds, this will be Scoregami. This isn't going to hold either, because the dam of football weirdness has bust wide open. After the field goal, the holder, Chris Gardocki, gets flagged for taunting. One story says it was the kicker who actually did the taunting. In any case, a kicker or holder getting called for taunting basically never happens. It backs up the ensuing kickoff, and the Chiefs are aided by slightly better field position. With 2 seconds left, down by 2 at their own 47, the Chiefs have to go for broke. Halfway to the ground, quarterback Trent Green chucks the ball in desperation to John Tate, a lineman who has never run with the ball in his entire life. All 315 pounds of John Tate rumble all the way to the Cleveland 25 before he's forced out. The clock hits 0 and the coaches walk over to shake hands. It's not over. The officials call everyone off the field. Dwayne Rudd, who thought he sacked Trent Green to end the game, never saw Tate scoop the ball and run with it. He thought the game was over and he threw his helmet in celebration in the middle of the play. That is a taunting penalty. As a rule, the Chiefs get one more untimed down. And thanks to Tate's run and a little penalty yardage tacked on, all Morton Anderson had to do is chip in a 30-yard field goal. 40-39. This is an exceptionally difficult Scoregami to achieve. Not only is one of the numbers difficult to build with an NFL score, both of them are. And not only that, it required both teams to score at least 39 points, which in and of itself is very rare, once every 391 games. Appropriately, one of the most bizarre finishes of all time resulted in a score that might never happen again. Scoregami is an exhaustible resource, but it's not exhausted just yet. This decade, there have been 46 acts of Scoregami so far, including one act of what I call low Scoregami. In other words, Scoregami in which both teams score 15 points or fewer. Now, these are really rare because the permutations required to make them are often very specific and very claustrophobic. Of course, teams never actually try to make Scoregami because they don't know what it is, because it's a word I made up, but this low Scoregami of 13-8 is about as close as it gets to intentional. With 10 seconds left, the 49ers led 13-6, a score that had happened literally 50 times, but Niners coach Jim Harbaugh doesn't want to punt it away, so he instructs his punter, Andy Lee, to kill as much time as he can and take the safety if he has to. He runs into the end zone to complete the Scoregami. Fun! Harbaugh was a noted Scoregami artist during his time in the NFL. Bill Belichick, he also belongs in this category, but the wizard of modern Scoregami, without question, is Seahawks coach Pete Carroll. Not only has he completed a league-leading 7 Scoregami since 2010, he has won all 7 of them. Carroll's most famous Scoregami was a decade in the making. In 2002, the Seahawks got a new stadium. It rains a lot during football season in Seattle. Their solution was to build cantilever roofs above the stands to keep the fans dry. It did that, but it also reflected crowd noise back toward the field. The fans were loud, the stadium made them louder, the fans celebrated their loud reputation by being even louder, and the stadium made their even louder noise even louder, and so on. This reputation grew as the team found success. They played in their first Super Bowl after the 2005 season, and 5 years later, toward the end of a shocking playoff win, the fans were so loud that they famously registered a miniature earthquake.
Marshawn Lynch is still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
This made Seahawks fans world-famously loud, and they seemed determined to uphold that reputation. Years later, the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl across the country, and the fans came with them. On the first play from scrimmage, the noise was deafening. Peyton Manning turns to adjust the play. His center doesn't hear him.
It's snapped over the head of Peyton Manning.
It was the first game since at least 1994, and maybe the only NFL game ever, to start with a safety on the first play from scrimmage. It established both Seattle's dominance and Denver's awkward numerical footing, and both made possible a 43-8 Super Bowl Scoregami. So as of, the date is November 30th, as of November 30th, there have been 5 Scoregami this year. So here's where we are. Opportunities are scarce. There are some vacancies in the 32-point column that look kind of like a Tetris block with a rapid-fire laser cannon. There are weird, lonely, unscratchable itches like 25 to 18, 20-11, 14 to 8. There are vast, uncharted territories in the scoring Arctic, reachable only if one or both teams score tons of points. But even that is less remote than the 4-point canyon. Aside from that single 10-4 game from 1923, no team has ever finished with 4 points. Under the current rules, this canyon seems forever out of reach. But hey, I mean, rules have changed before, and they're going to change again. If the NFL, for example, were ever to borrow the 1-point rouge from the CFL, the 4-pointer would instantly become far more reachable. Now before we go, I know I told you I would tell you about the 6-1 score. Okay, so it's a scoreless game. Team A scores a touchdown, let's say they go for 2, and they suffer a safety. On a conversion attempt, you only get 1 point for a safety, not 2. So that is 6-1, but think about what would have to happen here. The offense would have to suffer a safety in their own end zone 98 yards in the wrong direction. That might go something like this. Team A turns the ball over to Team B. Team B runs it almost all the way back, but they fumble right before they get to the end zone. Team A recovers in the end zone, falls on the ball, and is tackled. This can be drawn. I don't think it can be done. Until the day that's done, there will always be one hole in this board, and Scoregami will live forever. Looking for more great videos on YouTube? I'm gonna level with you. I think this is the only good YouTube video, and I haven't even finished making this video, so this one might not even be good. I don't know. So you might be kind of out of luck. Actually, now that I think about it, somebody actually showed me this trick to YouTube years ago, and I can't remember who it was. But basically, if you go to YouTube and you search the letters IMG and then a space, and then any random 4 numbers like IMG 5148 or IMG 0968, something like that. Give it a search and you will find this collection of videos that were just automatically uploaded by some camera or system or something. Usually they were unintentional or accidental or automatic uploads. So what this means is you'll find a lot of videos that have literally never been seen by anyone. They have 0 views and they've been up for years. I saw one time that it was this automated wildlife footage camera that just shot this up to YouTube. 0 view video of this like rabbit and deer like snacking on the same like piece of shrubbery or whatever. And I was like, this is amazing. These 2 animals are getting together. And I was the only one in years to have seen it. And I just found that incredible. So check that out if you're bored. Don't go anywhere else on YouTube or the internet ever. Oh, and actually, know what? Go to ProFootballReference.com and the entire family of sports reference websites. Without their databases and their like cool searchable play indexes and all that, there's no way I would have been able to make this video. It is one of my favorite places on the internet. So go check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Well, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for sitting through while I watch something to eat, because apparently I'm an iPad kid.
Oh, podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, and Abby asked, can we do more of this? John Boys does some very good, and SB Nation do some very good, longer chart party videos. I'd recommend the Bob Emergency. It's like a couple of hours. And it talks about a whole bunch of different sports, all about the athletes with the first name Bob. And another one I'd recommend if you like baseball is the video on the Seattle Mariners. It's like 3 hours long though, so get ready.
Yeah, like It's not really. It's not. Some of the content just isn't appropriate for watching on stream, or like even as like a watch party on Discord, it might be a bit too long.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same as like. Although some of them
Things
maybe.
are long.
That's okay.
We're not going to be sitting here
believe
watching The Lord of the Rings, for
Keen
example.
has sent me either the Bob video or the Seattle Mariners video like 2 years ago.
Probably
I still
both.
have not gotten to it. They're very long, okay?
Very long.
They're very good though. Those are two of the best ones. The Bob one's really interesting.
I will get to it eventually. Promise.
Like I think the Bob video is a good one to start with for the longer ones because I think it's a little bit easier for you to get into if you don't know much.
Yeah,
But the Seattle Mariners one is a little bit more niche, I think.
Yeah, like the Bob video is great because it it talks about a lot of sports in a kind of broad sense and takes little small looks into it on the personal level, so you can kind of get invested in like these stories being about people rather than the sports themselves. And then the Seattle Mariners video series is great because, God, what a fucking team!
Yeah, they have
They get
characters.
up to some fucking shenanigans.
Very much the main characters of the MLB. Not because they win though.
No.
Very much not.
MLB the show.
You don't need to win to be a good character. I've seen
Exactly.
Blaseball.
Yeah. The garages will suck forever.
Yeah. And proudly.
Also from Seattle.
Yeah.
That's true.
Seattle Courage.
And there was
Also,
the Seahawks in that
sick
video.
punk band. Probably the largest library of music ever.
What about
I don't think that's true,
what about
but
CRJ's Vault? Which I imagine it has like a dragon
Probably longer.
sitting on like floppy disks full of music.
Longer.
A draped tabard.
Oh, you do not have the right.
Ah, the capital outskirts. That looks like a boss arena. Where's my grenade launcher?
I love this is my favorite Frogcast TV
Frog
trope.
is crass. They say fuck.
I mean, yeah. But my favorite Frogcast TV trope of assuming things are boss arenas when looking at them, even though like, how many times were you actually right
None.
in Resident Evil 3?
We came up to one and Kian had to remind me.
Yeah, it's like the one time there was actually one you had to be reminded. Frogcast.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
It's big now.
It's big now. It owned me.
What if it became huge?
And then disappeared.
No!
Rude.
Rip.
It was very
Oh,
rude.
my
To
big
player.
So now you need to defeat the boss of the area to give it the scarab another life.
Shut up.
It's a joke.
What?
That's
That's
a
Demon
Demon
Souls.
Souls joke.
Uh,
That's how they worked in Demon Souls.
that's
It's
how they
fucked
get
up.
you.
That's how they get you.
I'd love a sight of grace, you know?
Oh, you know.
You know.
Yeah, continue wanting.
Wanting, waiting.
Continue to wish for that.
Commiserating.
Is rating.
On the edge of my seat, anticipating.
Speaking of being on the edge of your seat, I'm literally sat here like any second now waiting for the fucking door buzzer to go, for the shopping to arrive, and then I have to leave.
You're like halfway out of your seat. Fucking ready for it.
Enjoy the idle chit-chat between Charles and the person delivering the Tesco order.
Yeah, can you bring your mic to the door?
No.
Then what if they say our address out loud? 'Cause that's a thing that they do.
Hello, is this Charles from 1, 2, 3, 4,
Down!
5, 6,
Down!
7,
Down!
United?
I'm
Down!
sorry, did you think up?
Down!
Imagine expecting it to go up.
Commiserating.
So we've been 1 year affiliate. That's like 1 year of people actually being around for streams and stuff. What are some of the favorite games that I've streamed that y'all have enjoyed? So you don't have to think of like a stream moment or whatever. Just like, oh, this stream had some good videos. The Forbidden Lands. What?
Yeah.
What?
One thing I will say is I would recommend going back
Up.
the elevator and taking a look.
Yeah. But
Taking
hey,
a
you
look?
got the grace down here, so you can warp down here
Yeah.
when you're done up there.
Just taking a look, Brie.
I'm just trying to think.
Just
what.
take a look around in the area when the elevator's going up, you know?
Yeah, you know, classic Dark Souls shit.
Yeah,
I was just trying to think what games you've played.
it's on my backlog.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
KOTOR, Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars ones were fun. There's a lot of
I didn't
like.
really-
Oh,
I was there.
I haven't actually retroactively watched the Lego Star Wars streams because I was
What?
usually playing D&D at the time.
That's so fucking rude. I was there,
Ooh.
Charles.
You were,
the clone drone and the Danger Zone stream was good.
oh, I did enjoy that.
Oh, hey, Tater. And so was the Star Trek stream. Oh.
Let's see. Games I've streamed.
Oh shit!
Hitman's.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh no.
Hitman was like
Evil?
right at the start. Like
Frog Fractions.
Frog
I enjoyed-
Factions was fun.
I enjoyed the Dishonored streams.
Dishonored was. I was also there for that one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Oh, the
Anything I was there
ODST
for, I
stream
enjoyed.
and the pain. We got our medal.
The ODST stream, like I think I was playing D&D at the time, so it's just like watching it, like stepping in occasionally to look where you were. It was quite funny. I really enjoyed the Oblivion streams.
The best defense.
Obviously, it's not over yet,
Yeah.
so like we will be going back to that eventually.
You mean the 12 hours of Halo Infinite Lolzo, where I got fucking delirious at the end? Because it was midnight and the Game Awards were starting.
Oh lord, Game Award. Nope. Halo Infinite was good. I enjoyed Halo Infinite. Dark Souls randomized Grangeen.
Oh, I made it.
Nice.
Yeah, what up? It's the officials attire.
More teaser.
How about an official said to you?
Grubby blue robe worn by magisterial officials to carry out their grim tasks. Surveillance, executions, gruesome rituals. The darkest duties drive the wheels of mankind.
Alien Isolation was fun to watch. as well.
Two.
That was a good one.
Oh, that person had some big weapons.
I did.
The Blade of Calling.
They would call it.
Hello? Who is this? Hello? Dagger given to one to set out on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside Flame shall one day meet the road of destined death.
Huh.
Do you recognize this blade?
Interesting.
No. Should I?
You could, if you were very observant.
Seems familiar.
It's the
good
blade.
note.
It's the blade that Melina used
I
when
was-
you summoned her.
I was thinking Melina when I was reading that description.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you also use it, it has the same moveset as the Black Knife Assassins.
Oh.
Much to think about.
Hmm.
Hello, yes, this is Dog.
Yeah, absolutely, Lozer. I get both their clothes and their knife. Hi Cassandra. This is an update about your Tesco grocery order. We're sorry to advise that your driver is running late due to delays on the road. We expect your order to be with you by 10:25.
Oh, that's ages away.
So, you just gotta wait 2 hours, Charles.
You can calm yourself. You can
But
sit
the thing is,
fully
they
back
could-
on your seat.
They could still arrive at any time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why people have doorbells.
Yeah,
I know.
and we do.
Now you know why the dinging is happening.
Dung.
Because you're near a tower.
Yeah.
Do you have any unvalidated runes?
Hello, why are they unvalidated? Yeah, I got Morgoth's.
Mm.
It's devoid of any benediction. Will we perceive another John Boy's video? No, Charles's doing
Charles
it.
getting groceries. Not
Yeah.
Food.
Why is it all
also-
dark?
Yes.
What the fuck? I've
Hi,
never
Tim.
seen this.
Hi, Lord Walnir. Hello.
Hi, Lord, Walnir.
Walnir.
This is fine, right?
Oh.
Love it when some boss health bars just appear.
Little goblins?
They're big goblins.
Oh.
They're getting
They're
bigger.
not little.
Oh, they seem little because they're very far away.
Like far away.
Funny how perspective do that.
I've been tricked.
Nice.
Don't kick me.
Doing it.
Thankfully, these guys are pretty good at like being like pretty easy to deal with one by one.
Mm.
Oh, poor Fire Clan.
So they're also like Morgott.
They're all horny.
They fell.
Mm-hmm. No omens.
Well, this one's horny, the other one wasn't horny.
Great job.
You
Thank
got
you.
Omen Killer Rollo.
Yeah.
Oh, fire. Like fire.
I saw in the chat also was like, time for immeasurable pain. And I was like, oh no.
Thankfully, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I had a lot of trouble with those guys. I had to
Mm.
come back and after I leveled up a bit.
Mhm.
But I think I was sort of pushing through these bits like a little bit earlier before you.
I love skipping across these big bridges.
Yeah, I think there's another Site of Grace here as well.
Omen Killer Rollo. Spirit of Rollo, known as the first Omen Killer, once a famous perfumer, Rollo imbibed a physic to rid himself of emotion, thus enabling him to act his nightmarish labor, hunting the Omen. Data?
Huh.
Jordy?
Interesting.
The first Vulcan.
Thank you for subscribing.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Frog caw clown frog caw clown frog caw clown frog sippy frog caw clown frog caw clown frog caw clown frog caw clown frog sippy frog caw clown frog caw clown frog caw clown frog caw clown.
Hey, thanks for the sub or whatever. love it.
Frog
Thanks.
Cassippy.
Thank you.
I
How
like
you
hearing you
doing?
say it, Frog Cassippy. What was your favourite game, Lenore, of the last 10 months you've been subscribed?
What's your favorite game that I streamed?
Was it 100-foot robot golf? Was it Vanquish?
Oh, the Vanquish streams were streams were good.
I thought you were just.
Screams.
I thought you were just gonna keep going. Squeams.
It
Squeams.
had also had us talk about and subsequently play Time Shift.
Oh lord. Anyway, here you are at the Divine Tower of East Altus.
Nice.
Because remember, you found the one of West Altus, but you didn't find this one.
It's the Rosses.
Wink, wink. You really need to rename that emoji.
Nah,
What
it's
about you?
perfect.
Frog clown.
Oh, frog cock?
Frog cock?
Frog cock clown?
Or I'll just have to replace that.
I mean, you have viewers who are afraid of clowns.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm working on something. Don't worry.
Cass is always working on something.
Can't stop.
That's true. She works too much.
It's impressive.
I was
honestly.
just on vacation.
You work too much.
Give me that
Hey,
power.
this is so Grace.
Nice, this is the only reasonable one. Oh, MGS2 was really good stealth gameplay, you're right. A great rune of the Shardbearer Morgott. Its blessing greatly raises maximum HP. It is the anchor ring that houses the base, provides two things. Or proves two things. That the Omen King was born in the Golden Lineage, and that he was indeed the Lord of Lanedale. Ah.
Lore.
I love a bit of lore, so I do.
Your knowledge of MGS2, No Superman, gave me my best ever TikTok. Oh, add something to the lab.
It's a lab. I like this picture. It's very good.
Oh! Ah, hey Stein.
Come on for Gooby. Welcome home, my boy.
I'm gonna take my meds.
Good plan.
Oh yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah, do that.
Let's head over to the lab.
I need to
Oh my
open.
god, where are we putting it?
I need to open a new box of meds. In fact.
Oh no, the French flag.
Hmm. The what? The what effect, Mona?
Hollow effect.
Oh, like the hologram effect. The scan lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Well, it's like what Stein was saying about it. The CRT.
Ah, I see.
RT. Every time I see fucking Clam Peace face on the fucking cat I drew. Oh, hashtag
That is
Morbius
exactly
sweep.
like a CRT now. If you lick her, you get like that stinging sensation.
Yeah.
What? Wait, do you lick the CRT?
Yeah. If you
You've never done that?
Enjoy your shower, No Superman, and thank you. I've now got a gun over me.
Nice.
yeah. You know, if you stick
like-
your head next to a CRT, it goes all buzzy. So you're
Yeah.
like, what if I lick it?
Yeah, exactly.
You ever been like that?
I like that mac and cheese is there next to where Mona would be sitting.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Back to the game.
Hashtag Morbius sweep.
Hashtag Morbius sweep.
Hashtag get them fries.
Okay, so I gotta go through the Forbidden Lands.
Mmm.
Forbidden.
How very bidden. Yeah, because you remember, what's her face? Melina gave you the rolled medallion to activate the rolled lift.
Yes. Oh, and the John Madden book. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh, and hey, welcome back, Scythe. Where am I gonna put this? People need to start giving me transparent PNGs.
I mean, where would the transparent be on that?
People need to not give me a true John Madden book.
I'd like it if it was like thick and it was like an actual book, so you could put it on the desk.
You're getting thick for only the 20th of April.
Yeah,
Got a
More
whole 10 days left.
more transparent images.
Yes, please. And I have the space for them.
Enjoy,
Ooh.
my boy.
Any pictures of like reptiles?
Reptiles.
Yeah, give me a lizard or an iguana.
Like some sort of
An iguana.
a
Huh.
holodeck iguana.
Yeah, exactly. Oh hell yeah! I hope you enjoy Elden Ring, Stein. And this added to the lab. Oh!
That's a transparent image.
Oh. Back to the lab.
That's not a lizard.
Yeah, it certainly isn't an iguana.
That's Kiryu.
That's good. You should have redeemed that for the pin to the model thing, and then just have Cass wear it on her face.
Oh no!
No, don't make it my face.
No, I'm not making it your face.
I'm making it Tom Scott. Oh, that's good.
Computer deactivate iguana.
There he goes.
Oh no.
I can't believe you just deactivated the iguana.
Put it back. Put it back.
Oh, it's these
Well,
little
these guys-
dudes. They're dead. And Breeze added something to the lab. Whoop. It's a... Oh! It is not transparent, but that's okay. I'll allow it.
It's a GIF. I'm not making a GIF.
Wait.
transparent.
Oh, Mona.
Mona, what are you... Do you want this over the whole screen?
That's actually quite good, though.
You stretch it.
Let's see. There we go.
Lovely. That's really good.
And there's the Stein monkey.
Stein.
And then there's the... Wait, what's this gif of Dexter?
Uh-oh, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again.
Iguana skeleton.
Not again.
Oh.
I'm saying, what if there was an iguana skeleton? Imagine.
Imagine iguanas.
They made
An
they made
iguana.
a musical for Spider-Man.
Oh, I see.
And then
Scanlines
Stein
reduced
Monkey.
your ping.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, Stein Monkey big.
Stein monkey
I want
big.
you to think of an iguana.
Yeah.
And I want you to rotate the iguana.
Hang on.
Hang on. Is this monkey from Scythe Rush, or is this a Bree? Because it looks like Bree could have drawn this.
Scythe
is a
submitted it.
Okay. I apologize. I apologize, Scythe, for not recognizing your art.
Very understandable. Putting Stein in funny positions is very... It could be anybody. It could be me or a Scythe.
Now he's on top of the ducky lamp.
Yeah.
Sitting on Lucky Lamp.
And then we got GG Neri.
What the fuck?
I hate this. I hate this man.
What's the next?
Alright, okay, are we ready to go back to the game?
Anyway, if you've got any images to submit to the lab, please do it right now.
The hot dog is transparent, but only barely.
I thought you were gonna say it's transphobic.
Yeah, to me specifically. It's too close. No!
This kills the cat. Oh, okay, let's go back to the game.
Her identity is being concealed by the hot dog.
The top tip, the iguana will not be deactivated if we're in the lab. It's only in the cast game area. Oh, it's a big head. Oh, and the oh, they're both of them. Ah! That was terrible. Thank you.
Okay, good. Just good to know that both viruses are fully installed and operational.
I would hate to see an iguana skeleton.
Why?
It's fucked up.
Fucked up the kid doesn't
Scary.
want to see an iguana skeleton. Like running towards you, going like plap 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 plap.
No, no, no!
What
Surely
if
it would be
he's
more
just
like...
friendly?
What it would
He
be
wants
like...
to show you his skeleton.
He just wants to show you himself.
Okay, pin nice into me. I'll do it after I've killed these weird little dudes.
What is this item? Oh. That's good. I like that.
Why is this so high res?
I'm very worried about what this is now. Okay.
I can zoom into every crumb.
Salacious crumb?
What are you... What is this? Oh my god! It's huge!
It's a high-res kebab.
When I tried to open it, the tab just closes.
Yeah, it downloads itself.
No, it's not downloading it.
Oh, weird.
Huh.
Downloaded it for me. Whereabouts are you sticking it to you? You pinned it to your chest. Because of the CRT effects, it's really hard to tell what it is.
It looks like a little taco.
Yeah.
Taco.
Taco, taco, taco. Ooh. That's fair enough, Mandy. Okay. It's weird. Like, it's like orange grace floating around in the air.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Forbidden lands. I wonder why it's called that.
Well, what's the image displayed upon the medallion of rolled.
Conjoined split medallion depicting the Flame Peak. Branching medallion expects the ground lift of rolled, connecting Glenndale to the mountain top of the giants. The Forge of Flame of Ruin is said to be found upon their peaks, and it's here Melina wishes to travel and resuming your journey together. It's got some horned dudes there.
And what's the other medallion of rolled you've got on it?
Where?
The other medallion of roll.
Sorry,
What?
I'm just noticing that you never found the right deck to spell.
No,
It's really funny.
I still don't know where it is. Fort Faroth and the Dragon Barrow. Oh yeah, I went there and died a bunch, so whatever.
Yeah.
You don't.
Check the other piece of medallion you have.
The Helic Tree. Oh, okay.
Secret medallion. You
Oh,
still do not have the other side.
it takes me to a different place in the Grand Lift of Rolled.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyway, Lots wants me to add this to the lab. Oh,
Oh no.
Here we go. We'll give it to Magenta.
Dog.
It looks like Magenta's like
bullying a dog.
yeah, like slamming it in. How could the bunny boy do this?
Dying, come pick up your boyfriend.
Magenta?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't want that item.
It's the best item in the game.
Please put the GG hot dog closer to them. Okay, I'll do it for you, Lolza.
No, it's gonna be closer to me.
I hope nobody wanted to see Elden Ring be played on this stream.
No.
It's fine. Let me move you as well, Kath.
Yeah.
Where
Put her on the
are
shelf.
you? But she's just ahead.
What?
No, she's got a body as well.
Nope.
No.
Do you not?
Put me on the other side.
Oh.
Still next to you.
Over
but-
here. You're the one lagging now. You never heard back if there's a bald cast PNG anywhere? I don't. I think I'd have to assemble it myself, so I don't think so.
Why would you want that?
Wants
I mean, you
to
can
put
make it pretty easily.
the Simpson meme on there.
Cosplay patches.
On your bald forehead?
Yeah, exactly.
Kathy, you need a plush version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sit up next to us.
Well, when Sadbot opens their commissions. This place is so, like, lifeless. I hate it.
They're not called the Bidden Lands.
Forbidden lands. Gone once, gone twice. 5, do I hear 6? Do I hear 6? Maybe over there. The doll woman with 4 arms. Do I hear 6? Yeah, that's 6. It was a 7.
The doll with 4 arms. The strange beast man over there who's just breathing real heavy. No, he's killing the audience.
Hey, can I get out of here?
I think you have to jump to the right on the right bit. Oh,
Use horse.
Use the horse to get through.
Do you think y'all stole my eyes?
What?
Hmm?
Why are your eyes so big?
And why don't you open yours?
Y'all.
You're like you're a sleepy tiger.
Sleepy tiger.
I'm sleep talking the whole time.
Yeah? Isn't that your whole existence?
Fucking hell, Charles.
First
Fucking
you told me to go
hell.
fucking therapy. Now
Can't. Maybe one will help you with the other.
Ow.
There was a trap there, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't have one without the other.
Thank you for subscribing.
Whoa! Dual Dean! 12
Frog
months!
Pog Champ.
Frog Kapog champ.
Enjoy your blue badge. Thanks, also. I read the message and was like, they're lying to me. This place is weird.
Kath is a cat and cannot choose how big her eyes are.
Huh?
Okay, but then Keen and Charles can.
No. We are also cats. You know, see our
You're
three
not also
mouths.
cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
That doesn't work.
It's funny
I'm a
though.
big cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're also a cat. Like you're more a cat than well, I would say more a cat. Me and Keen aren't actually cats.
Let's not quantify how much of a cat we each are.
I will.
I am
No.
100%.
I'm 50% cat on my mother's side.
So all of your mother?
Appropriation.
100% of my mother is cat. Like cat person.
Dingle, dingle, dingle.
Oh, so half cat, half person.
No, 100% cat person.
A catitalian.
It'd be like
Cation?
it's like a Khajiit. The Khajiit are still like they're like full cat person.
They're
And then, like you,
full Khajiit, yeah.
if you were like a
Half cat, half person.
No, because they're not. That's not. Because if an orc and a human had a baby, they would be like half orc, half human. There
Yeah.
aren't really half races in
100%
Elder Scrolls though. Weirdly.
reason to remember the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Moss!
yeah,
Bye,
I mean-
Moss!
Hello.
Hi,
You're
bye.
imagining the
Elder
bottom
Scrolls.
half of Charles is a cat? Like a mermaid? You got a pussy down there, Charles?
Huh.
Do you? I don't think so. I don't think
I-
Charles knows how pussy works.
I can't believe you're still going on about this.
I thought it was funny. Hey,
That was...
you can tell me
Lols
to
a
do things and be mean to me. I'm allowed to make fun of your pussy.
Lols a key smash so hard there were numbers in it.
78.
78!
Same brain.
No, Miss Buff, no, Mrs. Buff! Please, have a good noodle, please! It's a good episode.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, though, knowing you, the most recent example of you watching any SpongeBob is still those Animal Crossing videos.
Yeah.
My favorite example of people doing that is where there's this YouTube channel where they just like acted out episodes of SpongeBob, like fully, like they didn't use any of the original audio. It's just them, and they're pretty good. It's like an illegal. It's like a
Be
bootleg.
wary of seed. Something flapping over there, I don't like it.
It's a scarab from the sounds of it.
Who's flapping?
Feed release.
Sorry?
See,
You know,
it's
release
flying,
speech.
and it's phasing through the ground. It's like those ones that you saw around the islands we had to get the crystal key from.
Mhm.
Those flying ones.
What are you doing?
What are you buying?
Damn Rubes owned.
Wow. Midsummer Night's Lolza.
Oh, seed. That's what it means. There we go, now I can make... none.
Yeah, how many do you need? 3,
5.
4? 5? Oh, you're at the same level as me, I think. Then. I think my flask itself is at plus 11? Lots of these beetles here.
Yeah. I don't like this place. I don't know how far... Okay.
You're working your way there.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the map fragment, and at the end it will just say snakes.
If only. If only.
Yeah, no snakes here, just those weird little guys and scarabs, I guess.
Yeah, seriously.
And this weird orange mist.
Orange.
Delicious orange mist.
Which one are you getting rid of? Oh! Ah, hello.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a gargoyle. Whatever.
It's got
Nope. Okay.
You don't need it.
I don't know why it's locked on.
Damage.
Yeah. Especially the two of us. Oh shit.
Oh.
That's not fair. I was about to heal.
First
Right,
try.
this is Steak America here.
Good, good.
That didn't count. That was practice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
That was 100% only because you taunted.
What was the taunting?
Just a gargoyle.
Oh. I saw the little, oh, you can summon here sign appear, and I was like, oh, I know what time it is.
Time for iguana.
Damn, imagine not having enough health to do the mimic tier. It'd be me.
Casting build, exclusively casting builds to interact. Wow, that's bullshit that none of those hit.
What? Oh, my attacks.
Yeah, you've done no damage. Yeah, I wasn't rooting for the fucking gargoyle. I know I can be a little bit of shit sometimes on these streams.
You just like characters with twin blades.
Yeah, the gargoyle also uses things.
That's not fair. I only, well, I use two things.
Yeah, one blade on one end and one blade on the other. Just two things.
That's Torrent. Torrent!
oh, you have a horse.
Horse fight.
You know what they say about a horse fight?
Horse always wins. Oh, nope.
Can you heal like your summons with like, you know, like glowing stones or whatever they are?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, you can.
The sweet raisins?
No, there's warming stones, which you can drop on the floor, which heal anyone in the radius.
Ah, cool. Whoa, that's spinning! Good thing I was nowhere near it.
If you put them on your toolbar, someone will also drop them to heal you.
Ah.
That's nice.
Although I know at least initially there was a bug that the warming stones could heal the boss if your mimic tier dropped them.
Oh.
I don't know if they fixed that.
I do not remember.
Gargoyles Black Blades. Bronze blade wielded by valiant gargoyles mended with blackened corpse wax. Deals holy damage, such as mark as those who serve Malakath the Black Blade. Ah. Okay. Okay. Were they called warming stones?
Yep.
Do I not have any?
There.
Yeah, down.
They're right there.
Oh,
Once you
the
grab
one that looks like all healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
one that
gold
looks
and
like
glowing
stone,
and
it's
hopeful.
gold.
I know.
You got a warm stone.
They use a little bit of mana when you drop them, I believe, as
Okay.
well. Just a little bit.
There's a couple of fuck points.
Well done.
Funny
Clef.
points.
Oh, is this another lift?
It's the one you were going to.
Yeah, it's the
Roll.
roll.
Ah.
The main one you were looking for.
The lift.
Yep, the one that has two places it can take you to, depending on your medallion.
Either goes
You need to
Up.
complete the other one.
or down.
Yeah, you need to get the other one first. Hello, finger lady.
Hmm.
Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden.
Forbidden.
Hear me.
Gets the wish for more.
The burning of the earth tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the fingers.
Maybe the fingers ain't shit.
Your fingers.
No. Okay. Grand lift have rolled.
Uppy, uppy, uppy.
Uppy.
What's that? Oh.
The prompt?
Oh, weird.
I think it's just a message
Secret message.
has been obscured by the what's it?
Hoist.
Textures of the ground.
This is the first lift I've used.
It's funny.
Oh, it's huge.
It's like a big biscuit.
Hmm.
And you're just carrying that around in your pocket?
Yeah. Yeah, your infinite pockets.
Along with a billion weapons.
You don't have infinite pockets?
God, that'd be so useful. Oh, the whole thing moves! Wow!
It's a lift.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be like a little platform. Cool.
Oh, no, it's a grand lift.
Yeah.
It has to be grand.
It's for like moving whole armies up the mountains.
Mm.
Or like 2 horses.
Okay. Wasn't the Albinoric woman something about getting the other half of the medallion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Further forward.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thought I might have missed it.
No, you're good.
You're making them good.
As she explained, you needed to go past the Grand Lift of Rolled in order
Right.
to get the other half to activate the Grand Lift of Rolled. Which is,
Yeah.
you know,
A bit weird.
counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Secret passages be like that.
Secret passage.
Secret passage. In the mountain. Secret passage.
It's a spectral deer.
Oh, you should try use the mimic fell.
Hmm?
Mimic
Oh,
fell.
oh, right.
You should try to use it.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Yeah,
This is a
you
nice
like
place.
you like this little slice of mountaintop?
Yeah.
Hey, Juno's up there.
There's another one over here, okay. Huh. Alright, okay.
And probably also one to the south.
Like over here.
In the fog zone, yeah.
Yeah. So, you were saying that the tower's lined up to something.
Yeah! It lines up to a big fucking cloud in the middle of the map that conveniently obscures
yeah.
something.
Oh.
Isn't that funny?
DLC.
Isn't that funny? DLC?
Don't. Yeah. Mimic fail.
Key items, I think. Right?
No, it's hit.
No, there it is. Yeah, usable items, I guess.
Carl's just up because he always has it on his hotbar.
Oh.
Try again.
No, I'm happy.
Keep trying.
This is a real prop hunt.
No, we need
Keep,
you.
keep trying. You'll know when.
it's very
when
important.
We want you to stop.
What's going on? I have no idea what you're talking about. You turn into like a tree?
You'll see.
Just move a bit.
I think it is just totally random, so there is just a chance that you will turn into the same thing every time. Like, this is exact same thing has happened to me when I've been trying to get this specific thing.
There you go.
Off we go. Let's get some materials. Yum, delicious. Hello, fellow deer. How are you doing?
Hey.
I see you moving with your legs. Why don't you move like I move?
I'm real cold. Bark, bark. Woof. Woof. Bark.
Is it time to build the engine?
Hey, look who it is.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't he die?
Yeah.
Ain't that a conundrum?
Clearly not.
I mean,
You
I
got-
guess you died a minute
He goes like, holy shit, that's not a deer.
Woof.
Woof.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri. I
Oh.
hope you can make your peace with that.
You know, a normal thing to do is to just give your body to somebody after you die.
Yeah.
Someone to take it.
Oh, what was the dude's name? Yura?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're the
You're
bloody, yeah, the bloody finger hunter, I believe.
Yeah.
But you know, like, well, he said that Yura gave his flesh to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't lie.
You were
This
about
man
to
wouldn't lie,
sacrifice
right?
Something precious.
Yeah, sure.
The life
this
of a fair
Patches?
maiden that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon?
He makes a good point.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor, spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of Shabriri. Chosen to descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
Okay.
Now, I've been reading about you, Shabriri. I know where frenzy comes from. Or madness.
Be wary of madness.
Chosen to descend into the depths.
Hey
Yes.
Charles, I don't wanna peek too far behind the curtain here, but does re-listening to that dialogue feel a little different now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
but like it was in the back of my mind whilst I was playing the game. So
Dang, that hits different.
Yeah.
Okay. So, said to take the lift down?
He said to descend through Lindell.
Yeah.
yeah, so somewhere below the capital.
Yeah, I still need to do that to get to kill Dung Eater.
Oh.
making no pretenses about niching Dung Eater.
Where would I go for that?
Down.
Okay.
There's an area you can go get down somewhere within.
There's.
It's near the start, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Avenue Balcony is probably one of these.
Yeah, I'd say one of those two.
Yeah.
Places is probably a good place to start.
And then just
You'll find
go
like
down.
a well.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the concept of the fact that there are also the 3 fingers as well as the 2 fingers?
I don't trust. I don't think I'm. It's very much like this is very much like a par race and a profit situation, right? Like the 3 fingers were cast out and 2 fingers remain.
It's like a whole hand. Fucked up.
But there's also lots of hands because there's lots of fingers at the top of the divine towers.
There's a lot of people, you know.
Lots of hands.
Damn, you're right.
Guide you pretty easy if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I lost where you were already. I looked away for
Easy.
a second.
Avenue Balcony.
Yeah,
Here.
Go straight out.
Up.
Go straight out the bottom.
Oh, out.
Turn around, 180 degrees.
North, left.
I swear to God, we cannot do this again.
Yeah,
Turn it
Turn left
clockwise.
Immediately.
Turn it.
Yeah, and then if you scoot along this edge here, you'll find a place where you can jump down, and then you'll be right at the stairs.
Fantastic, thank you.
Turn it topwise. Topwise.
Sorry, who's holding the map?
Oh!
You got
This is how you do it, Brie?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So you die here, and then you transported to the exact same place you were previously because you died.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
No one knew about this.
Oh, I
until now.
see.
Yeah, pretty much exactly where you were. You can just jump off onto the roof there, and you're at the stairs.
A secret.
Hello, Willow.
Hello, Willow.
Big fan of Willow.
So-called free thinkers when they hear a cat is around.
It's cat-to-cat communication, okay? You're not allowed to interrupt.
You know that soft little kitty sitting on their pewter?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in context of stream if you don't know, those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice through the internet. And then there's an extra fact underneath.
Garlic.
Oh.
I love you, Garlic.
Garlic.
I should have named my cat Garlic.
Do you have
Willow's
a
pretty
crying?
good.
Did you make a crying pose for your VTuber? Because I think you did. Like a happy
Oh,
crying.
Cass, you need like a sobbing emote.
Yeah. Sobbing with happiness.
Sobbing with thoughts of cute animal,
Don't say it.
thoughts of garlic. And then you need like the opposite for thought of dog slipping on egg.
Listen. This is something forbidden that we cannot talk about on stream. But I am going to post something in our private Discord chat that I was referencing before the stream, and you can see the pictures of it.
Oh, there was a kitty.
Why is he white?
We can't talk about it. It's
But I
like down
thought that
here.
character was not supposed to be white.
Well, the character. Well, no, because that character has white skin, but like, as in hex code FFFFF white, and not.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, I mean, we can say that we're talking about.
You can put it in context for stream. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about a depiction of Cell from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about the time that Wayne of Wayne Radio TV showed off his cool Dragon Ball vase that he had.
On this date in particular.
On this date a year ago, he showed off his cool vase. And how
I'm sorry,
Cell
Cass, I looked away again.
I went down a ladder.
When you jumped onto the roof, There should have been like a well immediately from
When I jumped onto the
right
roof.
place.
I didn't do that.
Okay, then.
You can. I mean, have you been down here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you should explore. But if you have, then...
I've been down here because there were items here.
And now there are not.
Yeah.
There isn't, however, a armless gargoyle.
Yeah.
Mostly armless, I should say.
You that guy on TikTok who does the impressions of people at the pub this well?
And I'll have a vegan steak bake.
That's the whole.
Oh! It's a well.
Yeah.
Try jumping.
Now be ready for absolute fucking nightmare maze.
Oh, I can't
yeah.
wait. It can't be worse
This
than
is,
the fucking
this
You don't know that.
Stop.
I don't know what
it
you're
can't be
gonna
worse
say,
than
but
the
you don't
wheel
know that.
skeletons in the painted world. Okay. You said a maze, right?
Rishi maze.
The Rishi
mean-
maze. Okay. So, I'm drawing a circle on a page. That is the well.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going
You're
forward.
frozen again, by the way.
Alright.
Oh, weird.
Yep.
I don't know what's happening. Hey, at least my internet hasn't cut off. That's weird. I'm back now. Are you pretending to be the internet cut off? And then you go forward. So.
Item. Rune arc.
And then just a little pass forward. There it is.
Oh,
A left.
this is not the maze part yet, so.
Oh.
You don't need to
Don't. Yeah.
Oh, did I smell the well? I did not.
What's a well smell like?
This is...
Shit.
Water?
There are many games that... I don't think there's basically any games I would like to play with smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
But FromSoft games are definitely ones I would not enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, especially
Dung Eater.
especially with this message.
Dung. Loathsome dung. I mean, this is a sewer, like a sewer, not a waterway.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, having the lantern on actually makes it harder to see.
I don't think
Why
so.
do you
No,
like this?
I'm just thinking back to when Cass was like, no, I don't think I should have the torch on. More light.
How's the little baby who likes to use the light spell?
Hey, it's a good spell.
Do you
I
use,
don't understand why
do you use
babies.
Mage Light in Skyrim?
I do.
It's a whole spell slot and mana that you could be using for other things.
You just like a lantern, this is insane.
Hey, look, I'm getting close to the mic to
Oh god,
to
you're
say
so
this.
loud. I gotta mute you.
No, don't mute me. I would say that my reasoning for using the spell is because I don't have anything else to put in those slots. I had to like fill my spell slots with junk in some cases. So I will keep my light spell, thank you very much.
I guarantee you there's at least one spell that will be better equipped, at least for when you're doing boss fights.
There's
The
healing
problem
spells, there's like debuff spells, there's buff spell. So many things, Charles.
The subterranean shunning grounds.
Prison compound.
Oh my god. Shibriri's like, hey, just go into the fucking shithole. Literally. There you can, I don't know. Oh, let's get got. Hey, I fought you.
Yeah, it's the omens.
Yeah, the omens. They're also considerably tankier down here.
Mm.
And their natural habitat.
Oh, I got frog splattered.
You got touchdowns.
Why is Pyre crying? Cause she just got dunked on.
She got fucking scorigami.
That's...
This guy's fucking nuts. Look at all those moves.
There's a grace around here somewhere.
Thanks.
Hey, look how many runes he gave you.
Wow.
Like 11,000 because he had glowing eyes.
Damn.
Glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes.
Ooh. Oh, you do not have the right.
Oh, you don't have the right. You don't have the right. Furthermore, you don't have the right.
Where's the
Oh,
grace?
you don't have the right.
I gotta
Left.
mute Kian. Too loud.
Right?
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 Keep going.
Right.
Okay, now
Left,
turn
right,
around.
left.
Top
180?
side. Turn it top
And then,
side.
and then Patches wasn't even there.
Oh lord, let's not think about that again.
So anyway, Cass, what do you think of this zone?
I've
The
just
subterranean shunning ground.
I've been playing Dark Souls 1, right? And I did the
Uh-huh.
depths on the train today, and I
Yeah.
hate the depths. Because I always
What
skip
if there
them.
was depths too?
Because I always skip it if I'm doing like a fast run or something. So like I don't know it. Okay.
Well, what if there was depths too, baby?
You also will not know this one.
Oh, I shouldn't have Prometheus rolled.
Such a long range for that.
It is such a
Wow, I got
cool
no
game.
runes from them.
As far as I know,
Oh.
everyone in this call has.
Now you can cosplay as.
Oh yeah,
what's
now you
his
can be
face?
Joshua Graham.
The fire walked within me hotter than it walked outside.
If only there were some thick Levi jeans you could put on to really complete the look.
My brother in Christ.
You made the sandwich.
Kaiser and his ghouls are always complaining about the menu at Subway. But my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich.
Kian's Joshua Graham bits are like a highlight, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone here in this call, I believe, has beaten this area and done just about everything you can do here.
Mhm.
I don't think any of us can guide you through this zone.
No.
Nope.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Like honestly, you'll kind of work it out yourself. I think you do really have to feel your way through it.
Ugh,
Gotta
this is
touch all the
sticky.
dung.
No.
This
I can guide from like a very certain point.
I think you have to follow a rat at some point. That's it. That's
So many rats.
the Alaskan field mice.
You like my glasses, brother?
Oh, I
Hope
can parry
everyone's
that. I can
excited for
best
Metal
that
Gear
one.
Mondays.
It's happening this Monday.
Oh, is it happening as soon as that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Holy shit.
I'm hungering for it.
I have to set it up over the weekend with you, Kian. Oh! Okay.
Look at
Some of those
this.
big flowers.
They're called land squirts, but this isn't land.
This is sewer. Hang on, why do I care? I've got fireworks.
This isn't land.
They're quite tanky though.
Oh, those aren't land squirts. Sorry, I thought it was the other poison spree, like the little eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Oh,
land
yeah.
squirts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Giggies.
What are the
These
flowers
are-
called?
I think these are poison blooms.
I believe so. That sounds right.
The Miranda flower.
Aw, I don't know.
Anyway, poison doesn't do shit to me. I'm recovering health.
I think the flower seems more like a Samantha.
Oh, yeah,
From
it's-
Sex
your
and the
health
City?
is like going. Your health is going up then down and up then down, like at the same rate.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the big ones are Miranda flowers.
What are the small ones?
No!
They're Miranda sprouts.
I got too overconfident.
Little guys.
Hydroponic squirts.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm so sad.
So how do you feel about the Kian? You're the biggest Sonic fan I know. How do you feel about the Sonic Origins collection?
I
have so much to say about this.
You do?
No.
For a moment, you got my hopes up.
Aww. Dean will never have a friend in this.
Sonic. I hope it turns out good. Like I could get really deep into it if you want.
Hey, what am I doing? Wading through shit? You go ahead.
You're in the depths too, baby. This time it's like orange rather than green.
Woohoo!
I missed
So,
the
like,
I missed the big slime things you could hit and nothing came out of. Anyway,
So,
carry on.
So, the Sonic Origins, which was announced today properly with the release date and everything, is a compilation of Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles in one package.
Whoa, and Knuckles?
And Knuckles. Knuckles is there. Now, this is noteworthy in the Sonic fandom for a couple of reasons. One, Sonic 3 and Knuckles hasn't had a digital release since 2011, I believe, was the last time it had been re-released. Mostly owing to the fact that the music rights for the music of Sonic 3 and Knuckles having been partially composed by Michael Jackson, although uncredited during the time of the game's release, basically makes re-releasing that game with all the music included a legal nightmare. So, them re-releasing it at all is a big deal. On top of that, they are including the remastered ports of Sonic 1 and 2, which were produced by Christian Whitehead and Stealth, two notable Sonic fan game creators who had done such good jobs with their Sonic Retro engine, an engine dedicated to creating classic-style Sonic platforming games, that Sega officially hired them to work on remastered ports of Sonic CD and 1 and 2, but previously the Sonic 1 and 2 ports were only available on mobile and not available on consoles anymore. So these are, in the eyes of many fans, these are the definitive edition of all of the 4 original Sonic games, and they are finally going to be available all together on console with a full feature set, and it's very exciting because of a bunch of, it's 4 very good games presented in the best possible versions of themselves, and additionally, Tyson Hess, who did some of the fantastic animation for Sonic Mania, is doing little animated cutscenes that link together the story of the 4 games in the package.
Shit, this really is the depths too.
Yeah. And
Just like Isaac.
Yeah.
I'm
very excited.
I was owned! I got owned!
I was like, is she gonna notice? Is she gonna notice? I didn't want to say anything because
I was about to.
Surprise.
I was about to do a bit.
that wasn't health.
That was a very interesting moment.
What?
Well, the pie I made.
Yeah.
Kath wants to add something to the lab.
Oh, it's a little kitty.
Oh, this is a good cat.
Oh.
It's transparent too.
Yeah.
Curious cat.
Where's it gonna go?
Looking at
Just
me.
curious.
Ducat.
Cat.
Did you finish Deep Space Nine, Bree?
No, I keep on getting distracted talking to you fuckers.
I guess it helps that you weren't at work this last week on holiday, so you probably weren't watching it whilst working either, which I assume you were doing before.
Yeah.
We didn't finish it either.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited for Sonic. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Kath, what's your opinion on Knuckles?
You don't chuckle.
Punch.
No, wait, roll back. What do you mean you didn't finish it?
We didn't finish it.
They didn't
We
finish
start-
It gets very heavy
watched-
towards the end, so
yeah,
we just
we watched a
kind of
bit.
wanted to chill out on vacation.
And then we just did Voyager.
Yeah, we watched like
And Bloodborne.
we watched like there's our Tesco.
Shopping's here.
I can't
We
believe
watched-
I've been lied to this whole time.
We watched Arcane, the first episode.
Mhm.
That's Imagine
It's
Dragons.
yourfollows.com.
Yourfollows.com.
Can somebody? Hang on. I'm gonna check if that redirects to Big Fo. It's gone.
Oh fuck! It's shit. Oh fuck!
It's
Goodbye.
fine. It's fine. I'm.
Ian unbanned them.
I
Unbanned
unbanned them and then rebanned them because me and Bree did it at the same time.
What the shit? They dunging? Oh!
Let me out.
Shit!
Literally.
Must eat more. Defile more. Everything that matters to you. For generations to come. Who are you? I am the Dung Eater. A scourge upon the living. I must eat more.
Imagine just
Defile
saying
more.
What the fuck?
Let me out.
Hand.
Yeah, hand.
Try jumping?
No button.
Hands hate being on fire.
Apparently.
You ever burn your hand?
Sure.
Yeah, I hated it.
Missed. Okay. Alright. Ever jail ahead?
What the fuck?
I think they're dying to the hand.
That's a noise.
There's a lot of blood stains in here.
Yeah? Why do you think that's something that's happened?
Well,
What happens if you touch him?
bonk.
Let me out.
What if you give him soap? Why isn't that an option?
Why would that be an option?
Because he's full of shit.
He likes the shit.
Clean him.
I don't think I have any soap.
Give
Here you
him
go,
that
bud.
soap.
Maybe this is like the redemption arc. Maybe I'll pick it up and it'll be like cleaned.
You can't redeem him.
Okay.
He is a vile, vile man.
Well, let's put on some extra stats.
So this is why you should take a shower every now and then.
Every now and then.
Well, it's better than what he's doing.
Oh no. Well done. Okay. All right. Damn, I thought I could choose him. Hey, there we go.
Doors.
Screw you. Omen.
Ugh.
Whew. Malformed helm resembling an omen with its horns cut off. Worn by the Dung Eater, its form is the vision of a landscape of his mind, and of his appearance he wished to see it. Heart of an omen without the body to match. Could there be any crueler existence? This heavy sun-shaped medallion represents both the guidance he once saw and the ring to which it will one day lead. Heart of an omen. Doesn't matter then if the curse claims it all. And what was the sword I got? Was it a sword?
Yeah, it's a sword.
Sword.
I was staying up.
What?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Huh?
Hello.
Hi.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sword of Milos. Sinister greatsword fashioned from a giant's backbone. Meets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restores some FP upon defeating an enemy. Milos was undersized for a giant and viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. Okay.
How long was I gone? I was saying things while you were fighting Dung Eater.
Yeah, you were gone basically the whole fight.
Whoops!
Yeah.
I was saying
his
sword is fucked up because, like, if you got hurt by that, like, imagine how badly it would cut you on the inside.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes, the Dung Eater's really interesting as a character.
Mm-hmm.
He's really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And his armor there, kind of gives you an interesting, like, look into what his deal is. So, you know, these big ogre guys with the, like, you know, the spikes all over them, they're the omens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Dung Eater really wishes he was an omen. He
Yeah.
wants to be an omen very, very badly. He's like an omen furry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is his person.
Yeah. As a whole.
And, you know, the specifics of what omens are, you know, perhaps we'll kind of learn a little bit more as we go along. But Dung Eater, you know, really wished he was an omen. And his vision of the world...
Lenore says turd sonar.
His vision of the world, right, was one where everyone bore the mark of the curse of the omen. And how he envisioned a world where everyone was cursed to be an omen. Therefore, no one would be cursed, because being an omen would just be the form of existence that everyone shared.
See.
Okay, but why poop?
Because that curses people.
It's okay. Here's the thing. I don't actually know if that's the case, though.
Thank you.
Like
The files, their body and soul so intensely that they cannot pass on.
Maybe he just wanted some fudge.
it's like I love fudge.
You
Like
cannot real video.
I do wonder how literal the name Dung Eater is, because of how
Yeah.
it's not actually clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if the fingers are actual fingers, that the Dung Eater actually eats shit. 100%.
I mean, probably. It's
Like-
the most
Could be
likely.
metaphorical dung. Because there are dung beetles, right? And they got the ashes of war.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be that far off. Like, shitting in someone's organs and insides.
Okay, okay, no. Hey, Bree. Hey, Bree. Bree.
It would.
Bree. Unsurprisingly, I don't particularly care about the scientific accuracy of the vile statement you just said. So let's leave it.
See, I mean, I don't know. This is just like my personal take, is that I feel like the Dung Eater is a character who is meant to be viscerally upsetting, like, when you meet him, right? And, like, when you learn about him. But I'm not actually certain how much of what he talks about is literal and more just, like, it's sort of like a metaphorical kind of description of, like, you know, how his worldview has manifested and how, you know, the atrocities he's committing. Like, I don't think it's, I mean, I personally don't think the Dung Eater literally shits on people. I think it's more of a metaphorical defiling of the soul. Well, I don't know.
Abby says, I think his name is metaphorical and he's only really named once you make him eat shit by beating his ass.
You give so much depth to characters, and I just think he's a gross little man.
Well, that's the thing. He is a gross little man. But he's a gross little man with a lot of depth. Like, he's fucked
That's
up.
very true.
He's horrible. He's one of the worst, most despicable characters I've ever seen in a game. But I do think there is meant to be ambiguity with regards to his whole situation, and he's not as one note as you might initially think of him.
This is a George R. Martin. Yeah, this is a George R. Martin property. Probably a lot of depth to the terrible, terrible people.
Yeah.
No, we're not all little gross little men at the end of the day, actually.
Charles, come on. Have some respect.
Didn't he write about, like, Daenerys taking a shit?
Probably.
Like, for a whole paragraph?
I believe that, yeah.
That's what, nobody ever gets there, but that's what A Dance with Dragons was. You have to read a lot of book before that, and then it's just, you know...
So, because you killed him, you're not going to get the rest of his questline.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah. But I will briefly describe some of the things that happen, which is if you free him from the jail, he will no longer be in the round table, and where he was sitting, he leaves a message saying, "I will invade you at the outermost," and you go to the outermost of Landell, and he invades you, and you fight him there. And if you beat him, he returns to the round table, and he has a bunch more dialogue, which is very interesting. He's like, there you are, you warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you. No one has succeeded in that before. How, I thought, then it hit me, that you are, in fact, me, and I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing. Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse again and again until it is done, until a cursed ring coalesces that one day may defile the order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children who will bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead. The rotten fools, my fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. So...
Is there a Dung ending?
There is a Dung ending.
There is a Dung ending.
Lord of Dung?
So you collect seedbed curses throughout the game, you feed them to his corpse in the sewers, and then he coalesces a new ring to put inside the Elden Ring. That will mean everyone born in the lands between from now on will be born an omen. They will bear the curse of the seedbed.
He also kills the one person we should really be focusing on, one of the best characters, Blackguard with Bogart.
He does kill Bogart, which is a fucking shame, because that man makes the best damn crab in all of the lands between.
So him and Bogart were trapped in the cell together.
Awful.
Yeah, and
have I met him?
Bogart,
he's the guy who. He sells the crabs. He's the guy who stole Raya's necklace.
Oh, the prawn seller, right?
Yeah. He sells crabs too later.
Okay.
If you buy enough prawn from him, he upgrades to selling crabs as well.
I've been buying prawns on that website for 50p pop.
50p a pop.
A man comes along and drops them off in my game. This is just the depths!
I wasn't fucking lying when I said welcome to the depths too, baby! It's just the depths again.
That's what's on the sign.
Well, see, Dragon Cat Man, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think they use the wording of defile. I mean, this is my personal take. You can disagree with me. I think they use the wording
He's normally right
defile
about things.
to be viscerally upsetting to hear and have it to be described like that. But I don't think it's necessarily as literal. I think it's a more of like a kind of worrying defilement of the soul, like a horrific tainting of one's essence.
It's a fake PNG, yeah.
I think you're right, but I also think
Oh,
actually
it steps
taking
too!
the file is the literal one, considering everything else in the game. Everything is like metaphorical, but acted on very literally.
I think that's probably the truth.
Perhaps it was metaphorical at one point, but like the Lance between us being like living off myths for so long, they're like, oh, it's gotta be real, it's gotta be real.
Like, there's so many parts in this game where you're like, whoa, that's real deep and metaphorical. And then you realize, oh, you mean this literally, and you have to do this literally.
This great serpent swallowed him, consumed him, turning him into a completely different person. Oh, like the Serpent of Ambition? No.
No, I mean a serpent leads people. Yeah, Bogart will warn you to not get involved with the Dung Eater if you talk to him enough. Like, don't fuck with that guy. He's a right prick. And he's right.
Criminal.
Yeah. You wear the Dung Eater. He's a madman. As out for it for everyone. Curses him, goes round with his rank armor and all it. You see him though, stay away well.
Oop.
I was in the same gale as him once, so I know first, and he's a godforsaken monster, not some petty thug like I am. He's a killer, kills people and curses their souls, does all sorts of fucked up shit to their corpses, keep the curse forever. I ain't seen nothing more disgusting in all my years. I ain't ever been more scared neither. Rude to the bloody spot while he did all that right there to my friend.
I'm glad I killed this guy. Talking about it makes me gross.
Yeah.
It makes me go, ooh. Is that it?
No.
No.
Wait, drop down here? No. Yes? No. Yes?
I mean, that's the thing. Most people are like, haha, he's the Dung Eater, funny pee pee poo poo man. And then everyone's like, oh.
Not so funny.
Can I survive that?
I don't know.
Can't survive that.
I was so
Yeah, you
done
should look
with this
down.
place when I figured out what to do, and I don't remember.
What's the thing over there? There's a lift.
Yeah.
Pyre
I
Pyre's
have feared. Whoa. You say it.
Pyre has a few fears, but starfish are one of them. Not only due to their disturbing method of locomotion, but also because looking at one gives her a vague and ominous feeling of being watched by a hostile, fifth-dimensional fractal abomination that consumes all who perceive it. Fortunately, the feeling goes away when she stops looking at one. Mostly.
That's valid.
Yeah. I like how starfish move. They're like...
Yeah. Yeah.
They're blooping!
Look down. Down on the edge.
You go down, right?
Yeah.
There's definitely a floor down there.
I think you can drop.
No.
You could always try a rainbow stem.
Yeah.
What? You can't drop? How did I do it?
You gotta go down further.
Bitch.
I don't think that's safe.
Can you do that?
Yeah, no,
Nope.
that's death.
No, that's death.
You gotta go down, and then you'll find a place to drop down.
Hey, fuck depths too. I don't like that.
Are you leaving?
You said go down.
You're going up.
You're going up.
I thought it was down a different way.
No.
No.
Pretty sure that...
You're very helpful.
You're on a path.
North
Ron, I'm
left.
back.
Hi, Charles. Thank you
I
for
hope
putting
my-
the shopping away.
I hope I didn't miss anything fun, and I hope my good friend the Dung Eater is still alive.
Charles, you need to make better friends.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He just showed me this cool seed curse thing.
Maybe the Dung Eater needs therapy.
He needs to go to Silent Hill.
So, down?
Down you go.
Yeah?
Mm. Yeah, like I was obviously I was watching the stream, that's why I commented that one point.
Yeah.
But the
Over there?
I think there's a way you can drop down off the edge somewhere.
On the side?
Yeah.
The left?
Like yeah.
This bit?
You see there's a person like hanging off the edge.
Oh.
This person?
Yeah, can you drop down there? No.
Listen, the sewers is very confusing for all. There's some place where you can drop down.
Yeah. Remember when Kian
I've
said
already
about-
dropped down a little bit on an area like this.
Oh,
There's
I-
more.
What was I going to say? So, so the thing I did the thing with Dung Eater where I didn't kill him, and so yeah, because what happens is Blackguard, Bogard, whatever his name is, he moves. So he moves to that area in the castle moat, and you talk to him, and like Kian said, he talks about it, and then you come back, and he's fucking like dead and defiled, or dying and defiled.
That's where you get your like final seedbed curse from. No, final? No, second final.
You get seabed curse.
You get
The
one
thing is
of
that they're scattered all over the world. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because Dung Eater's he's been busy.
Did you add this to the lab? Look.
Yeah, it's on the desk.
Cool. Did you add this one?
No, I don't want this. Refund.
want it.
Refund Dragon
Yeah.
Cat, man.
Yeah,
No
great mighty
conkers.
food. That's the problem.
You can put Conker's
Cast
hot
hates-
girlfriend in there.
Oh,
What the fuck is her name?
Barry?
Barry. Yeah.
I've not played Conker's Bad Fur Day.
How do you know it?
Barry is just, what if someone took Lola Bunny and was like, I want to see her in a bikini.
Yeah. Like.
Was it you? Has somebody refunded Dragon Cat, man?
Yes.
I did.
Thank you. Has somebody cleared the rewards queue?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Her tits are really bulging, what the fuck?
Like
you can see her nips.
it's not a subtle game.
Has a reward queue? Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, it's represented by like the little circle that it's like the default icon for channel points or whatever.
Abby, how long have you been streaming?
It's been like
You must have a lot of rewards backed up. But yeah, you can accept all of them and take away everyone's points. Or you can reject them and give back the points.
I mean, obviously your points get taken away at the moment of like.
Yeah.
It's basically kind of like we can decide whether or not it truly actually happened, and obviously for things that like are actual like redeems.
you can choose to have it off.
It's
like,
it's a consumable.
Oh, like a talisman. Okay.
Oh, did I find that?
What?
Yes.
What does the item description say for the omen barn? Considering we're learning all about omens right now.
And a barn is a baby.
Doll of Curseborn Bairn. Use FP to unleash wraiths to chase down foes. Own babies have all their horns excised, causing most to perish. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. Please don't hate me or curse me, please.
Ugh. Is it a baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh, a centipede.
It's like the image of one.
Yeah. So like. In
Are
this
these-
society, some babies are born as omens, and they are greatly shunned and, essentially thrown away.
Perhaps thrown into some sort of subterranean shunning ground.
Mm-hmm. So that's why, and this is why the Dung Eater wants what he wants. He wants there to be no discrimination against Omen by having everyone become an Omen.
When you start to think about it, you're like, wait a second, maybe the Dung Eater is right. But then you're like, wait, no, he's fucking going around defiling people's corpses. No, he's not fucking right.
Look, you gotta cut off a diseased limb to save the body.
It's like thinking, man, it's fucked up how in the 80s they used to hit people who were left-handed and make them use their right hand. I'm gonna cut off everyone's right hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like what he wants to stop from happening is a noble cause. The way he's going about it, fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a limb. Get out of here!
Well, like, the thing is that learning that part about the way that like Omen children are like discriminated against, I guess, is kind of like helping.
Uh-oh.
It's a fucking fight against Darth Maul.
This place is awful. I hate this place.
Oh, it's the fucking gutter too.
Yep.
It's depths. It's like, what if the gutter and the depths had a baby, and it was an omen,
and it was covered in shit,
and we cut off its horns.
Yeah, like I say, it's part of that depth that Kian was talking about in terms of like as a character, like the Poo Pee Poo Man actually is like a deep character and isn't just what if like there was a character called the Loathsome Dung Eater.
Yeah.
Abby, I see your question and I'm actively choosing to not answer it.
Damn.
Why would you say that?
Listen, Abby. You're correct in your assumptions, but
That's
I
not true.
refuse. I refuse. Wait, you've also played Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls?
Subscribing. Access granted.
Oh no.
Listen.
What are we listening to?
No. That's
No.
what I have to say.
Yeah,
No.
I think stop listening.
Also,
Thank you, Cass, for gifting a sub to Lulu Ferret to Cass.
Enjoy.
Also, if you want to see what Dung Eater looks like, I will post a spoilered image in context for stream.
And you can clip into his helmet, or there's the
This is a screenshot from the Zuli the Witch video where
Zuli, yeah, that was it. Thank you.
where she unmasks all the masked characters.
Oh my god.
I saw you weren't subscribed, Lulu, and that's a crime.
Oh.
And you got to get there before LOLs does.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to spend your money that literally
Uh-huh.
doesn't get you anything because you're just paying money to Twitch.
Cass
so that LOLs
is
can't.
paying what, like €3.50 to Twitch to get €1.
Yeah, exactly.
To get the satisfaction, not letting LOLs pay money to her.
It's called money laundering, exactly.
It's really funny in they like so on Tumblr now there's like a feature you can just like tip people, and if you try and click the tip button on your posts to like tip yourself, the error notification says, so it looks like you're trying to launder money.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Lord.
Oh my god.
This is the thing. These guys are definitely like advanced versions of the imps from earlier in the game because they do a fuck ton of damage, plus bleed, plus there's a lot of them, plus
Plus
health,
ratio.
plus ratio,
Plus mainless.
plus mainless.
I hope you don't feel bad, Abby. I appreciate the question, but also I refuse to ever talk about Danganronpa for the rest of my life.
That is not a series that ever needs to be talked about. Ever.
So that would involve talking about it, Kath. So I don't think that question can be answered.
Shit.
That's the image I was talking about. Why are her nips out?
You want to throw Barry at me?
No,
Okay.
because that's Barry from Live and Reloaded.
Why are her nips out? And why is her abdomen like that?
Ah! I can't go! I can't go! I can't do it now! I can't do it now!
I'll talk about Danganronpa in the abstract for a little bit. Danganronpa is a series that I would say is not good. I can understand why people like it, but I did not like most of the first game, and I liked the second game even less. And the third game... See... I actually think the third Danganronpa video game is almost one of the best visual novels ever, but it requires you to play a Danganronpa game to get to the bit that's really good, and also requires you to have knowledge of the previous 2 Danganronpa games and also the Danganronpa anime, so I couldn't recommend it to anyone. And then there's Ultra Despair Girls, which is the third-person shooter that was on the Vita and then ported to other platforms, which is one of the worst third-person shooters I've ever seen. And
also gives, like, this character arc to a character that's not good.
Ow. Ow.
I like that the girls in it are gay, but whatever. There are things that are better that I can enjoy.
At this point in life, there's things that aren't gay that are gayer than that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anyway, that's my short diatribe on Danganronpa. Now we're gonna go back to not talking about Danganronpa.
Back to the poop, man.
Anyway, what's the worst game everyone has ever played? No.
In 3 followers, it's going to be the Fast and Furious game.
Yeah.
You don't know that. That could be the most amazing game ever. You haven't played it yet. You don't know.
Talking about bad games with queerness in it is the protagonist is non-binary.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's also only like 3 or 4 hours long, so I might be able to finish it on a stream if I don't explode.
I was gonna say, if you even can get to the end of the game without being like, okay, this is now an Elden Ring stream. So yeah, if you have 3 friends who aren't following Cass right now,
please get him over here.
Fix that.
I mean, like, Lulu's a friend of Cass. Lulu's here now.
Hello, Lulu. Hello, friend of Kath.
So many bloodstains in here.
Wonder why.
Is she a friend of Kath?
Hey?
You know.
Who is this Dorothy that all the gay sailors know?
Do you know the origin of that phrase?
No.
It's just...
It's Friends of Dorothy?
Yeah, Friends of Dorothy is specifically talking about. I mean, it's a simple... It's relatively simple. It's basically... before it was, like, common knowledge that gay men like The Wizard of Oz, it was like a sort of like a cultural touchstone for a lot of gay men when it was just, I think I have a strong feeling it has to do with like people who were in the Navy back in the day, or like were in the Navy, or like were just out of the Navy, for example, and it was basically like a piece of code language that was passed around by them in order to identify each other without being like outing themselves, essentially.
In the second novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the book introduced readers to Polychrome, who upon meeting Dorothy and her traveling companions, loudly exclaims, "You've got some queer friends, Dorothy." And she replies, "The queerness doesn't matter, so long as they're friends."
Damn. Solidarity.
Also, Princess Ozma is trans.
And then she also says, when she asked which way to go down the yellow brick road.
Oh, fuck off!
There's 2 paths.
Did you think?
Well, some people go both ways.
Well, hey, but did you think you were going in new and interesting direction through the subterranean shunning grounds? Yeah, you remember we were saying this area is a bit like a maze?
Yeah, Princess Ozma of Oz is trans. So, that's something.
Trans and gay.
She's trans and gay. She loves Dorothy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you know that The Wizard of Oz is RuPaul's favorite film?
Oh no!
Ain't that a surprise?
Yeah. Did you also know that Grease is his second favorite film?
I wish that man would stop existing.
in Minecraft. Satire.
The shit?
Real.
What? What do the omen do? What is this? Is this like when the flood infects somebody? And they... Oh, hang on, it's a glitch.
I think it's because you
just a
left
corpse,
the area.
Yeah. Oh, damn! Oh, he's throwing it back!
You should be throwing money on this omen right now.
Damn, you turned my legs to jelly.
I think this is too hard for Twitch.
Did you add the berry to the throwables? I haven't seen her yet.
Maybe it's only big throw.
No, it's all of them. Oh, what's that, Charles?
I don't know.
Could you check?
I will go check.
They forget something?
Maybe.
Bring back 1 lemon.
Oh, oh right. Okay. The frozen stuff.
Ah. No, 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 no. There we go. If I can take them one at a time, that's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Big if.
Frozen.
Frozen. Get out of here.
We have some ice cream tomorrow, if it's hot.
Hmm. Big stretch heat. That means everybody needs to do a stretch.
Let's see if I can flip my back. Yep.
Ah, smithing stones.
Well, I already do have ice cream every now and then, even if it's cold, but it's better when it's hot. So
Oh, Bree!
What?
When I come over to Ireland, I owe you a magnum.
Yeah!
like a gun?
Yeah. Shove
Actually,
one
that-
straight in my skull.
No! Bree!
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft Island.
That's my favorite ice cream, though.
Magnum?
Yeah.
Which type of Magnum?
Oh, Mandy! Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, Mandy, bud, I'm so sorry. Oh!
It's okay. It's still readable.
Yeah. It's fine. It's unbottable.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know how people on Twitter talk with like bits in the middle, so it's unbottable?
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
What are you asking, Brie?
Magnum.
What's your favorite Magnum flavor?
Almond.
Regular? Just classic.
Vanilla.
The almond one's good.
White chocolate, I should say.
I hate
I like the
almond.
gold one also.
Ooh, yeah, gold's good.
What is the gold one?
It's got
It's just
caramel.
gold.
What?
Yeah.
And the outer like chocolate is a gold color, yeah.
Yeah. And it
Taste of anything?
tastes
chocolate.
like gold.
Doesn't.
What's the difference then?
It just is.
It's twice the price.
It's just
Oh, there
different.
she was. Also, it's not to be troubleshooting on stream as always, but I don't know if you're reacting to the throws. Like, is the
Throw it
VTube
again.
Studio link connected?
Ah,
No, it's working.
I thought Cass was just
VTS is connected.
moving. Huh,
It's just not enough force if it's one object.
maybe.
Yeah, I think it has to be big throw.
Happens. I do big.
Oh yeah, you're not moving.
Oh.
No big throw move.
Weird.
Why is it on negative pivot? Like it will pivot me that way? Anyway, not to troubleshoot now.
Yeah, exactly. Just something to be aware of and fix for next time.
Elden strings.
Oh, mini magnum.
You know,
Oh, that's
speaking of
cute,
mini-
Abby. Can I get off? Can I get out of here?
Oh.
Or am I stuck?
I think you can you fall down safely from here?
I think you can fall down safely.
What's that noise?
Hello, what's up? That
I
was
think
well.
you'll take fall damage, but I think you can fall.
You can always use some soft cotton.
Down you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Safe.
Or, you know, equip the ring you have. That takes
the
the
cat.
thing.
Or use the
Cat
16 soft cotton I have.
Yeah, it's-
Oh,
I wonder if you
no.
took like a tiny bit of damage. Yeah, there is a fucker down here.
Doopy fucking.
Hello,
Fuckers.
motherfucker.
You can do it. It's fine.
We believe in you, Cass.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, there's a second one.
There's 2 of them.
2!
Crab.
These guys probably one of the least favorite enemies in the game just because it feels like they can stun lock you with the laser.
Yeah, especially if there are multiple of them.
Yeah.
Like, specifically these depths ones. How are they less...
No, the lasers in general. They have.
How are these ones less dirtier than the ones in the lake?
Don't worry about it.
Wait,
Ever see what's in lake water? It's where serpents live.
Oh!
Ew. Serpent's piss in there.
No,
That's not true. We don't got serpents. And...
Moog's shackle? Woof?
Dwarf. It is an
Cass
item.
Cass continues
Usable.
not to know what things are.
Even though it tells you on the notification.
Yeah, which one was it, Charles?
It's a usable item, but I just know that off the
there you
top of my head.
It's because you used it.
I did use it.
A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones are made to keep a particular Omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Moog on Earth, if only for a short time.
if you recall, Patches sold Margit's shackle,
Yes.
and Margit is also an omen.
Yeah. And the Lord of Leyndell.
The Lord of Leyndell.
Oh my god, Catacombs 2!
The twin.
Like, you've literally now, like, entered a normal sort of dungeon area. You notice how the tile set has changed?
You are in the Leyndell catacombs.
Yeah. So, I'm not even down at fucking 3 fingers yet.
Yeah, you gotta go further down.
Oh my god.
This lift goes up.
Oh. Oh.
Listen, you remember when we said this place is like a maze? I'm gonna stop saying it now.
Got him. Hello.
Ghosties.
So they're like spooky soldiers.
Ghost soldiers.
Yeah.
The ghosts bleed.
No, they sure do stagger.
The ectoplasm.
They goop.
I'm gonna ectoplasm.
What is this?
Wait. Oh, that's a character's
Oh.
hair from a
Is
certain
that-
video game series.
Oh.
Oh, right, in the image, not in what you're doing right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You beautiful.
Hey, wait a sec, wait.
video game that we cannot
Wiggles.
identify because it would involve breaking
Wait, where did
worlds.
your chin go?
What? What?
It's there.
It's what? What, Bree?
Are you okay?
Oh, I see now. Hold on, wait. Okay,
I think
look,
she sees.
Okay, when your mouth is closed, it looks like your mouth is your chin and you have a really long chin.
I'm back here!
Yeah, that's what that lever did.
Okay.
I opened that area without, like, that statue moved backwards.
Thank you, Abby. I'm not crazy.
Oh my fucking god! Magicest of magic pixels. It doesn't matter, I'm dead.
Did you talk? Has Cass been told about the magic pixel thing?
Have you been told about the magic pixel
I don't
thing?
want to know. I love being the main character and the best.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you
That's valid.
responded when I talked about it in our Discord.
I
server,
don't remember.
You responded, so you
I
knew
don't
at one
remember.
point, but you've forgotten, which is fine.
I've purged it from my brain.
Basically, you're cool.
No!
Epic.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
And my tits are wicked.
Yeah, you're just so cool and epic and have huge tits and you're so sexy and that's why you never die.
And you have a huge tits.
Yeah. You have a problem with my language, Charles?
Yes.
At least Bree
Your
tries.
girlfriend has huge tits, whatever I want. Someone's gotta do it.
Hey, nice tits.
You won't.
Thank you. Oh, this slid back. Cool.
Yeah.
Who keeps inviting you back? I'm not getting any souls from these bastards.
It's because they're ghosts. They ain't got no soul. I ain't.
But they are soldiers.
But we are soldiers.
Willow's going fucking crazy with some boxes.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking love boxes.
Okay.
It's always a good time.
I think that's gonna be enough. Need a few more.
If you think about it, it makes no sense. It's like saying you've got ham, but you're not a hamster. That makes perfect sense. I do have ham, but I am not a hamster. What's the issue here, Abby?
I remember people saying that on the school playground.
I have a Hamtaro mug. Does that count?
From Smash?
What?
Yeah.
Kian is gone. Get shit.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
Do you remember the Smash Fighter Pass? And how they were each they were each gonna be a letter of Smash, and H was gonna be Hamtaro.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Of course.
But,
yes.
but what do you think about the
How
mug?
could-
It's
how
a very
could I-
cute mug. It's a very good,
Okay.
very
Thank
cute
you,
mug.
thank you.
Hamtaro for Smash.
Yes, yes.
Hamtaro's appeared in a video game.
Because it was Square, Microsoft. Wait. I forgot.
Oh, it's this place. I remember.
Yes.
You need to get a mug for your next visit to Belgium or to me?
To here?
To Kath? Why do you need a mug? Do you not have Abby? Do you need a mug? Have you put one on your throne?
Why do you
No, she
need
just
the
wants one
mug
for
from
when
going
she's
to
here.
everyone? Do you not
you
like
already-
Cass's/Cat's mugs?
She bought one already. It's still there. Has
In your
a little.
house?
Do you need to get it back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Has a
In
little
your
crack
house
in
right
it.
now,
but-
Cass. Oh, that's not a good mug then. It's cracked.
Yeah, but it works. It's not like a crack that goes through.
Yeah. Sorry, it was.
It's not
it
broken.
Because it was Square Enix, Microsoft, Atlas, SNK, and then you need an H for Smash.
Yeah.
So Hamtaro.
Hamtaro.
Yeah.
Andrew Ryan.
Lambdrew Ryan. A Smashel.
But it was just Square Enix again. Oh, anyway, how many characters does Square end up with in Smash
7.
Ultimate?
You said that so quickly. I know you. There's no way you know that confidently.
Because okay, so there's
6.
I'm sticking with my answer is 7.
Cloud,
5.
Hero, Sephiroth, Sora. Is that it? 4?
Hero, you forgot Hero.
I said
We're
Hero.
missing 3
You
more.
say Hero? Fuck
You
me.
forgot Hero Alternate Skin Hero from Dragon Quest 2.
All the different hero versions do not count as separate characters.
Yeah, so it's
It was
4.
Cloud,
It's 4.
yeah, Cloud.
Okay, I was
Sephiroth,
closest.
Hero and so on.
No.
Yeah?
I said 4.
The dumbest.
I think all of the hero versions count and it's 7.
No, because then there would be 11.
Actually, I think
7.
it's 12.
I think it counts. If Straight Keen exists as a separate character to Keen, I think here's the
Hang on.
It's Evil Cole.
What?
From
Super's PlayStation Smash?
Yeah.
Super place. Oh my god.
It's been a night, huh? I
wish
bet you missed streaming for a week.
I have missed this.
I love this. I don't know what you're
You
talking
mean
about.
us saying fucking
Apex
anything that
Mouth.
comes to mind but to an audience?
I love Apex Mouth.
I think wouldn't it be funny if in PlayStation Battlestar or All Royale,
All Smash,
all Smash Mouth All Star PlayStation Battle Royale, wouldn't it be funny if every character had an evil variant?
Ooh, evil Sackboy.
Evil Dante. That's
Evil.
Virgil.
Wait. Was it
Evil
was the
Fat
name?
Princess.
Yeah,
Evil
evil Fat
Bloodborne.
Princess.
Evil Bloodborne.
Oh man,
Evil,
imagine.
Evil Parappa.
Oh.
Oh, and evil Cole.
Evil Cole.
Good call.
No.
Evil good Cole.
No. Like it's like evil Cole in brackets. Good Cole? Question mark.
Double negative Cole.
Grammar Cole.
I like how
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Hello, boys. Maggoty boys.
Mm.
Yeah. They're not as bad as the Maggoty boys from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Who were literally made of maggots.
Okay.
I don't know.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Maggots.
Bit of chocolate.
Chocolate. He's gonna hug you.
Oh, frog splat!
And then he's gonna fucking touch down your ass.
Damn.
Frog splat. I love
Frog
a...
splat would be like a crumply kitty emote, but for me.
But that's what I was saying. I think it'd be cool if you had that. I
Oh,
love
you need that, yeah. That's such a good emote.
Crumple cast. Yeah, fuck him up. Fuck him up.
And you're out of here.
Yeah. Just like Odo.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, the Crucible Scale Talisman.
That's a talisman, by the way.
Thanks, Charles.
DS9.
Reduces damage taken from critical hits. Nice. Yeah.
Does it have any cool lore?
Damn, it's almost like Kian's here.
Wow.
A talisman fashioned from a scale embodies the aspects of various creatures said to have grown on the human body long ago. Reduces damage taken. The vestige of the Crucible is primordial life. Born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity of as civilization has advanced.
So
it's like a further extension of that omen thingy.
Yeah, so like at one point they thought the omens were good.
And then
omens
someone
are
came
good.
along. The omens are
Never
good. Actually.
Don't listen to the Dung Eater's lies.
Where's the lever that opens the door to the boss?
This place is a bit confusing, but you should jump down.
Well, a skeleton appears.
Maggot
boys. At least there's no iguanas.
Yeah, or iguana skeletons.
Oh. I love that we got talking about Smash and the chat went deathly silent.
Sorry, we're a bunch of nerds.
Nobody is here.
Nobody likes Smash Brothers in this community.
This is just the way out, right?
Why would you do this to her? Why would you say this and make her feel like this?
My head hurts, Charles.
Drink water. I've never played any of the Smash games.
Oh,
they're good.
They're good. Hey, I'm back here.
Fighting games.
Oh. That's fair.
Like, I almost think the chat is, like, broken because no one said anything in a hot minute.
Hello, someone say something.
Yeah, if you can hear our voices, please say something in the chat.
Are we live?
Ooh,
Test.
We're ghosts.
Boob. He deactivated
Yo,
the
Power
iguana.
Stone! Love Power Stone. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was just excited there, and then I realized nobody else here knows Power Stone. Who cares? So
Isn't Power Stone the one that's frontlined by Spider One?
Spider Bite?
Shut up.
Rob Zombie's brother.
Rob Zombie's brother. Power Stone is the Mega. No, the Sega, not the Mega. The Sega Dreamcast fighting game.
Sega Mega.
Which it's like a 3D. It's a 3D platform fighter where you jump around and pick up weapons on the stage and throw them at each other. And if you collect 3 Power Stones, your character transforms into the super version of themselves. You play as a guy named Falcon in it. Well, like, Falcon's the main guy. He's like a pilot. But in Japan, he's called Fokker.
Fucker.
Power Stone was the first game where I ever played as a girl in it.
Seminal text.
Nothing was the same. The consequences were never the same after that. What was that?
Hmm?
That tootin'.
That was my chair.
Oh.
It's some WD-40.
I thought someone was tootin'. I saw a TikTok that was quite funny of someone what was it? Someone exploring. No, not exploring. They were shopping somewhere, and they had a squeaky what's it called? Shopping cart, and it what's it called? They literally just went up to the WD-40 in an aisle. Just used it on the shopping trolley.
What's Esgar? Priest of Blood. Oh, they're little! I thought they were just far away.
See, now this fight was a lot harder before the patch, because he has 2 of the infinite damage dogs.
Yeah, the dogs.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah, he's really easy.
Okay. Alright.
So you got a pretty good talisman there for your build, though.
Oh damn, Willow, that stinks.
Blood loss in vicinity increases attack power. Ooh.
So if you proc bleeding, you get an attack boost.
I do more damage, so I do more blood, so I do more damage.
Yeah.
Pylo. As an aspiring champion of Khorne, it is against Pyre's code to entertain the idea of range combat when melee is an option. She is not opposed to contests of range prowess, however, nor is she against using her dimensional shot ability when she wants to simply banish an annoyance such as the Tarask or Harry Potter fans.
So, congratulations on easily destroying this dungeon and barely even understanding the gimmick of it.
Is it, like, mirrored?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought while we were talking about fucking Hamtaro.
It
and
essentially loops on itself.
I was going back.
Different version of the same dungeon.
Yeah.
It confused me to no end.
Yeah, it fucking confused the shit out of Charles. And the fucked up bit is they spawn corpses of enemies in the other half of the dungeon where you killed them in the first half.
That's incredible. That's
To
incredible.
fucking trick you.
That's what got me, like, because I was like, wait a second, I've been here before. They're the guys I killed. Oh, yeah, and then I realized. Because you have to drop down into the clone of it, so it looks like you're just dropping down into the previous area, but no.
Okay, fuck. All right.
There's even a fake boss room which just has a couple of omens in it.
Yeah. Anyway, you're not done with the game.
Yeah, I still gotta go find the 3 fingers or whatever.
Yes.
Christ.
This place never ends.
Dude, this game's too big.
What a funny place.
This game is the depths too.
Crab.
Time for crab. Somebody wants to win.
Thanks, Charles. Wait, is this a hole? No. Wait, what else is down here? Nothing?
You don't want to be down here. You want to go back up top.
It's the main subterranean shunning grounds area.
You're looking for a pipe.
Pipe. There were lots of pipes. I was working on them.
420.
Glass sculptures.
Silicone sculptures?
What? I have one of those.
Okay.
Good for you, Kath.
So I'm looking for a pipe, like the ones I was working on?
I can point you to it directly if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
You know, in the first, please someone correct me if I'm misdirecting Cass, but as far as I understand it, go out here and you turn left, and then there's like a bit you can drop down into, right, with a bunch of rats. You eventually found the Miranda plants. There's a pipe on the right-hand side of this like tunnel. If you go, this way, there. No, not there. The next pipe along, sorry. Yeah, in here. Welcome to the pipe.
I've been in here.
There's quite a lot to this.
Should I drop?
Pipe zone. Did you not drop before?
No, I didn't drop.
Yeah, drop then. This is the problem with it, right? Is it's a multi-layered pipe system, and like there are multiple entry points and stuff, so it can be a little bit confusing. Like you didn't come down here, did you?
No.
Yeah, so there's an item over there.
These like half scions?
Yeah, it's sort of. They're like, they have multiple limbs, so they're kind of not as fully kitted out as the other ones.
I need to go to the bathroom, so
right.
good luck with
Thanks.
Charles as your guide.
I don't know what that is trying to imply by that, Kian.
What's happened?
I think I might be wrong, but I remember having to drop down the second hole. You find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the first.
Okay.
So there's stuff to
am I stuck in here?
There might be. No, there has to be a way out. I think it's on the left-hand side, but because you stuck to the right. Yeah, there you go. So that door, if you.
Is quite hard when you're not the one in control.
Yeah. There's also slugs down here.
Yeah. I just saved us 6 minutes by not attacking those slugs.
Yep.
Alright, everyone out!
The slugs are pretty docile.
Second hole.
No.
This is the first hole again.
You've called it. Oh.
Oh.
Time to go around again.
Over that one.
Wrong hole again.
Wrong hole.
Wait.
Can you point to the clitoris on diagram?
Oh my god. Charles.
That's not a...
That's not a hole.
Charles, do we need to have a lesson?
Oh my goodness. The point.
Do we need to bring out like a diagram? Like...
Slabin. This hole?
No, that's the first hole.
That's the first one.
That's hole.
Oh!
Oh, there's the second hole.
Okay.
Watch out.
Welcome to second hole.
Caution, enemy.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Joe, there's a really, really rare Lego goat that is super rare because it was only ever released in one Lego set, which is the medieval raid Kingdom Lion.
Okay.
And then the mold got destroyed and they no longer make it. So now on aftermarket sites, this one tiny Lego goat gets sold for like 100 quid.
Wow.
I'm posting the goat in context.
I thought it was gonna be like that set was radioactive or something.
The mold's got irradiated, so every Lego goat.
It's very.
I just like the look of this funny little goat.
Yeah.
It's a good boy. Good kid. Yeah.
That's quite the mishearing, Rubes.
I think he just wanted to hear that.
It's defective Michael Gove. That bloke isn't even worth 10p. I know that's not what you sound like, Rubes, but I just imagine someone saying that exact thing in that voice.
Sometimes we like to do funny voices, even if they're not realistic.
Like Will Wright.
It's like someone who reads The Sun.
Oh, Will.
Perfect timing as always.
Now don't fall down any holes.
No holes, please.
If only I had a map. So, this zone was so complicated that there was one fan playing this game who made a model of the sewers and this tube did the sewers in a 3D modeling program so they could understand where the fuck they need to go.
Nice.
That seems so excessive.
I mean, if you're struggling to like work it out, that's kind of valid.
I've been here.
Have you been here?
Yeah, I fought those dudes.
I don't even know anymore.
I'm going down this other pipe. Good night, Lulu. Thanks for joining
Hi,
us.
Lulu.
Good
Thanks
night.
for
There's nothing
following.
in here. Yeah, thanks for following and subscribing.
You subscribed her.
Chicken.
Owned.
But sir, you made the sandwich.
My brother in Christ, you gifted the sub.
Party rock. The mouse tonight.
The mouse.
Piece
Is
of
this-
cheese. We're going to have a big bite.
Is this, what is this?
Kids Bop? This Rats Bop?
Is this like Chuck E. Cheese? Or is it?
Did you just come up with this?
No, I heard this before. I don't know where it's
That's on
from.
my timeline right now.
3D map, Lanedale Royal, capital S sewer.
Sewer.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
been
wow.
here. See?
Oh yeah, you have.
Where am I meant to go?
There's still
Down
more.
here?
There's still more down there.
Okay.
There's still
Yeah.
more.
Have you opened up the shortcut?
Just where you
What
quit
shortcut?
the game.
This door? That
The one
great.
that's directly across from the Grace.
Yeah.
Go to it.
Okay.
It's a good 3D model.
Maybe you should pull up the 3D model.
Maybe.
Would you like any refreshments, Cass?
No,
Perfect.
thank
Okay,
you.
go left.
Left? This way?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, on this
I
bike.
can,
Big-
I
big
can
jumpy?
pretty much guide you from
Big
the
jumpy?
thingy,
I'm gonna rest
Yeah.
in grace.
Yeah.
I think. It's been a while.
You know where we're trying to send her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
To patches.
Fuck!
No, it's not to patches. Not this time.
Okay, big jumpy, big jumpy, big jumpy.
You want to see patches? He's probably still in the volcano manor.
I think he hangs out here all the time, actually.
Yeah, that's why he smells like shit.
This place took me fucking ages to get
Oh, that.
through, so do not feel bad.
Pipe exploration.
I had to stop for a bit in this area because it was just horrible.
Well, let's see if we can do it and then end the stream. So
My
we're
sense
here.
of direction is extremely
What?
bad.
You're back. There was.
Is this not where I was meant to go, Bree?
No, so I'm needing noodles. I'm sorry. I'm only half paying attention.
So jump over here. Whoop.
Okay, that's so you didn't open the shortcut then.
What?
I'm
What
staying out of
shortcut?
this.
What are you
I'm
talking
staying
about?
out of this.
The door directly across from the Grace.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go forward from the Grace right now.
What are we talking about, Kian?
Oh my god!
I'm trying to get to the 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, it's open.
Why are you meowing at me?
Okay, yeah, sorry. My mind was confused because you were the opposite way. So, okay, go to the left here. So go back to where the little guy is trying to attack you.
Hmm?
Okay, and then see the one directed, instead of jumping, just go directly onto the pipe that's on your left. The one that you just walk onto.
Yep.
My mind got confused because it's opposite.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, all these guys, whatever. Go straight up, and then you should be able to fall down so you go to the left there, see?
Oh, yeah.
Where that message is?
All that. Yeah. So you should be able to roll off and go. Yeah, perfect. And then you just kind of follow this route.
Great. Grand. Bye.
Yeah. The thing
I
is,
think
you
I'm
gotta remember-
speeding out.
The thing is, you gotta remember, is like we all did this sort of on our own volition.
Yes.
Like, can you kick that ladder down?
Probably.
Yes. So and then you go straight down that hole.
There's a pipe with an open pipe there you can jump into. But you should kick down this ladder because then I think we
This
can.
is what Kath was talking about, where you follow a rat.
Yeah.
What? That was real?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
follow the hole and you follow a rat.
What was I talking about?
Following
You
the
said you
rat.
have to follow a rat at a certain point.
Oh,
What? I thought that
Finally.
was a joke.
No.
follow the rat.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. I thought I'd dropped into like an area with...
I assure you, this
Yeah,
place
so when you
is
were
shit.
so when you were in the other pipe, I thought it was this pipe, which is why I was confused. Because I forgot there are 2 pipes.
Ow!
Sorry.
I think this pipe does connect to that pipe in some way.
Oh, don't confuse her anymore.
But yeah, don't worry about that. Anyway, that's the rat you were supposed to follow.
Yeah.
I did. It attacked me.
And then fall down the first hole. That one. Yeah. And then...
That's the first top. Get backstabbed by this guy.
Yeah, I got
Why is he
fucking
here?
ganked. Fell in.
It's fine. Yeah, you can open this shortcut here if you want, but it's not necessary once you do all this.
But you might die, so...
Yeah.
Basilisk there. I think you've seen the other side of that door. This is
Yes.
what I'm talking about by it being connected.
Oh.
It's that door there.
Oh.
So this is why I'm
Left here.
confused, because I opened that door and then I was
This
just
is
going through
Dark
that
Souls
door.
1. Yeah, exactly, Duldian.
And now you're pretty much Gucci. This is
Okay,
it.
cool.
Alright, now you're good.
Yeah.
You're
Oh!
well, actually.
I might die in here.
Just ignore him. Just go straight.
But there's an item there.
It's probably a like a pot, right?
Yeah, it's probably a ritual pot.
Yeah.
If I remember
You
correctly.
should go to the next room and you can.
Or
You can,
20.
you can just grab it. Whatever. Do it.
Just go.
Just
I'll come back.
Go down here.
You can come back pretty easily here once you do a thing.
So I'm
Nice
going
hair, Frog
down.
Tales.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Duldian.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah, you turn
Yeah,
down the pot
yeah.
on today of
These are
all
great.
days.
And now I can go back and get it. Hooray!
We did it. We did it.
We did it, everyone.
defeated the sewers. Holy shit.
Yay!
Fuck
We
this
we
place.
did Dung Eater, we did the catacombs, and now we're gonna go over there, which I'm sure will be unguarded.
Oh.
Nothing here. This is you just get the best item in the game.
Why are you saying this?
Oh!
It's
I
sarcasm.
understood where we were once I stopped eating my noodles.
Okay, well you can go back to it now.
I will.
I mean, it's gonna be. This does give you the best item in the game for the shield build, but that's not what Cass.
Yeah.
Lore.
I'm just being silly because I'm talking about how this place is unguarded and it's just like a room. Like trumpets will play and it will be like, "Well done, Pie, you made it. Here is the best item in the game." There certainly isn't a boss here or anything.
I'm going to use left trigger on Charles.
No, I don't want to be stabbed by your burn blade.
Hmm.
Never thought of that.
Excellent. Hi. Oh, it's Moog.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
Funny has a shackle.
Oh.
Shackle.
Funny you did have a shackle.
Oh no. Fire 2 is having trouble.
It's fine.
Fire 2.
This is cool though.
Yeah.
You can do that? I just beat him up.
I mean, you can only use it once per fight, I think.
Alright.
No, 3 times.
Twice, I think.
Is it 3 times?
Oh my god, no one fucking
We
knows!
hit most of the numbers. We hit most of the numbers there.
11?
I found this shackle after I beat her.
Oh.
Okay, alright. No, I know. It's 3. It's 3
Okay.
because it's 3 like,
Gascoigne?
Gascoigne, yeah.
Oh fuck. Is it gonna be a phase 2?
Sorry, that's my bad. If you summon someone for this fight, they can use the shackle twice. You can use the shackle 2 times.
Anyway, we can
Hey, you didn't play
Anyway.
it too.
This dude's wild. Cool.
He's raining blood down on you. You can see he's got his horns on his head.
It's for betraying the Klingons to the Romulans.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Except it was
Another guy.
Duras.
I don't know. I didn't.
Whatever the-
I don't care about the Klingon
the
episodes.
Duras
It's
family,
TNG.
right?
Yeah, the Duras from Star Wars.
Wasn't that Duras?
I don't remember. I watched that a long time ago.
Duran
I
Duran?
like the episodes where it looks like
And sometimes do.
yeah.
Rarely.
Not in a gay way.
No!
Oh damn. Do it, Pyre 2. Oh, she's gonna die.
Ah, help me! But Pyre 2 will now have the shackle on her bar.
That's true.
Material leaf.
Good night, Oldie.
Night, Duldine. I'm gonna be stopping
Me?
after this boss anyway.
The number 1
Hey.
down 2001 fan. To you, Goldie.
Let's see, Xbox gamers. It's Zorp.
It's Zorp.
Zorp.
This guy is from Star Trek.
It's
This is a
Zorp.
worthy first summon.
Zorp.
Oh shit.
Come
Oh
on,
my god.
do it.
Zorp
Wait.
is AFK.
It's streaming right now.
Zorp. Zorp.
Look at that outfit. Holy shit.
Zorp.
Are you AFK?
Like he put his controller down when went to go make a tea or something.
Yeah, I could have gone piss.
Zorp was like, no one plays this game.
Just run
on
around him for a little
Xbox.
while.
Smack him on the ass. Hey!
You're beautiful.
Hey.
Let's go, Zorp.
Zorp
got?
time.
Moonveil?
That's the moon what
Yeah, that's a Moonveil.
And some fucking heavy armor and the stupid
Int.
what The stupid, yeah, the cone hat. Which boss is that from again? What's her name?
Renala?
Renala, yeah.
Fuck Renala. Zorp!
Come on, Zorp.
My favorite
Which one
text-based
means
adventure
women?
game.
There you go. I'll call Zorp over.
Chop chop. I don't think this has let me solo hers ult.
let me Zorp.
That's true. That's fully true. Every Mirrorverse version and clone of a person is always gay and goth.
Let's go to you.
If they want to.
What about my
Gayer and gother.
Yeah.
I think
so. I can only use it twice.
I think. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I will admit if I was wrong. But I'm fairly certain you're using it while it was in the recovery frames, and it doesn't work then, and then it gets used up.
In the previous fight, you got attacked whilst using it, so I think I might have used up its charge.
That's not canon, Rubes. You can't make Pyre be dating Pyre's clone canon unless you spend the points.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, the Mimic tier, like, I assume Mimic tier only, like, mimics, like, your physical form and equipment. So it wouldn't, like, be a person. It would still be a Mimic tier.
Yeah. It doesn't mimic your mannerisms because it doesn't do the same moves as you. Anyway, I'm glad Zorp could be here to kill Wolfstad.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got overconfident.
Holy shit.
Anyway, I'm glad Zorp could be here to kill Wolfstad.
He's got Bloodfire as well.
Wow, that's the true meaning. We're not so different. Oh, I've killed him.
And you got Bloodflame Talons.
Ooh. The
I think
ring!
It's okay to have sex with your clone, but not to date them.
You finally got the Elden Ring.
You got the ring.
Did you get that at the start?
You get it at the start if you bought pre-order.
If you pre-order the game.
Yeah, but you get it for co-oping with someone successfully. So because this is the first chance Cass has actually had a chance to do it. Like, yeah. I always try and do it at the end of a co-op thing when I've been doing it with people.
Okay. All the sources are saying you can only use it twice. I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's 11?
She shouted at by Keen.
I'm sorry.
I'm refunding their dating.
What?
Pyre Lore.
The Pyre Lore, they're dating.
Pyre is not dating her clone.
I'll allow it.
You can have sex with your clone. You're not allowed to date your clone.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, Cass.
You're only allowed to have a casual friend sex with your clone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you want to re-redeem that, Rubes, with Pyre has casual friend sex with her clone or her mimic tier.
Oh. Oh.
Hey,
oh fuck me.
It's funny that you got it in the same stream.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, can you equip both of them?
No.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. But it's the fat +1 ring.
Hey, fuck me.
Hey, congrats. Hey, before you leave, you should look around.
Yeah. Maybe hit a chest or behind a chest.
Maybe jump around.
Oh, it's scary. Time to warp out of here. There we go. Rubes has done it.
There we go. Perfect. I accept their fucking.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
140k.
Is your clone a good fuck?
What's happening down there?
Music.
Why should I level up now?
Because you just fought a boss.
Yeah, you don't want to. You know, there'll be things ahead that might kill you. You don't want to die. Right now, you got an achievement for that boss.
Yeah. There's a merchant up ahead.
Darn.
This is fucked up.
It's quite a lot of merchants.
Wait, there's more?
Time for platforming.
Welcome
Further
to
down,
the fun part
Cass.
of Elden Ring.
Further
Oh
down.
my god. No, no, I refuse.
This is not for today. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you that.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Charles, how many
I'm
hours?
done.
You want to start the next stream with the platforming challenge?
Yeah, I love platforming. I'm
Okay.
putting my cat shit on now.
It didn't.
That's not gonna be any
It's
use to
not-
you. I'm
it's not
sorry
gonna-
to
Fuck
say,
you!
Cass.
I'm wearing it anyway. Put the cat ears on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot you.
I'm
had that
talking to
stupid wig
Melina.
on. Oh yeah. Hey.
If you intend to claim the frenzied flame, I ask that you cease. It is not to be meddled with. It is chaos, devouring life and thought unending. However ruined this world has become, however mired in torment and despair, life endures. Births continue. There is beauty in that. Is there not? If you would become Lord, do not deny this notion. Please, leave the frenzied flame alone.
I'm sure that's not important.
The ramifications of your actions will probably be minor, right? The fact that Melina is specifically saying, "Hey, don't do this."
What are you talking about? Flame.
I trust Melina
Yeah.
more than I trust Shabriri.
That seems reasonable.
Who wouldn't, Charles?
Yeah,
Oh, did you go with the frenzied flame?
I may have done.
Fire wears the cat ears in the relationship with her clone. It's not a relationship.
In the fucking.
It's a relationship. It's just not a romantic
It's a
relationship.
fucking relationship.
Yeah, it's a friendship with
Clones with
benefits.
benefits.
Fire wears the cat ears while fucking.
No,
Never
I've
be
just-
in a clones with benefits relationship.
Anyway, time to kill
Just give me
Shabriri.
ideas.
You're just gonna fucking kill him?
Okay.
I think I'm gonna save that for next time. Thank you for coming, everybody. Well, it's nice to be back. It's nice to do some streaming with
And
my
it's nice to play Elden
friends.
Ring.
Oh, so good to play Elden Ring. We'll see if I play more this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Friday. Come back.
Friday.
Come back. Because I'll be playing Teardown. A fun game about heisting and destruction and hitting things with a hammer. And then on Saturday, it's Community TTT. So come along for that, too.
Yeah, it'll be a happy St. George's Day stream. It's not going to be a St. George's Day
The
stream.
fuck, St. George's.
Thank you for joining me, Kath.
No problem.
Thank you for joining me, Charles.
Ah, it was great. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me, Kian.
Sorry about the thing with the shackle and getting lost in the sword.
Thank you for joining me, Bree.
It was nice to be here.
And thank you for joining me, every single one of you. We're gonna go raid Owly Taito, because he was in here earlier. So yeah, have a great night, everyone. I'll see you on Friday, and then Saturday, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until the end of time. Hooray! Woo!
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. Owly was